token real quick.
Who's used a portrait of King Zen?
If it's a dwarf, that would be me.
No,
Let's
someone
see,
named
grab it.
Claire.
It's his King Zin is his familiar.
King
Worth
Zen
noting,
was...
we can neither prove nor disprove that he is in fact royalty.
He doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, he technically never existed.
You can't prove that.
You cannot prove or disprove anything.
As the GM, I can prove that he was a figment of Wigbeard's imagination.
All right. Now explain that to my character without saying I'm the GM.
Okay. When you guys go back to town and talk to the sage, he'll explain it to you.
All right. Nobody talk to the sage. Your move, Jacob.
So the group David was a part of spent like a couple hours talking to the sage throughout the beginning of their campaign. So they have a bunch of information from him. And then this group just knows that he's like an old man on the outskirts of town.
Didn't one of the other characters, Calvin's character, didn't she talk to?
He talked with them a little bit, yeah.
So I don't know when you got your token, Nick, and I can help you with the next part.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting there. Yeah, but the roll advantage and not like the picture I had either. So, all right, there we go. Okay, I have my token now.
Okay, so on your Pathfinder character sheet, top right, there should be like a gray box for
Yep.
portrait. Click on that.
Yep.
It should open up a little bag thing. At the
Yeah.
top left, you'll see folder. Click
Yeah.
on that.
All right.
And now drag that picture into that folder.
Oh, is it advanced? Wait a minute. Okay, let's see here. Open new window. That's the wrong.
Probably the easiest way to drag it is to open up another folder in your My File or whatever parallel you have on your computer.
Trying to find the
Drag it
right
from-
one. There we go. I found it. No, just son of a bitch. Hold on. I'm
And we've
getting
already
slowly
started.
destroyed.
Okay, well,
Okay.
while Nick is dealing
So I
with
did have
that,
a one slight issue I had. And that was that the weapon I'm using does not exist in any of the free books. So I was trying to edit it, and I was able to change everything about the weapon except for its damage dice.
oh, well, that's easy. I'll just do it for you, and then we can
Yeah,
talk
it
about
wouldn't
it
let
later.
me do that, so I figured you could do it, or you could tell me how to change it.
Which weapon messed with?
The horn bow I'm using, it needs to be a 2d6 instead of a d8.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so I have. So what do I drag the token to now that I have it actually out?
Have it in the folder.
So
Just fantasy portraits, or just?
you should have it in Fantasy Grounds
Wait a
Portraits.
minute. See, I think I did it. Ah,
You got it?
and then I click it. Wait a minute, but it didn't go under though.
Once you've dragged it into the folder, open up the portrait thing again, and click refresh.
Got it. Okay. All right. Refresh.
And then click on the bag.
Okay.
And you might have to double click, and then you should see the tokens along with a bunch
Ah,
of
and I
bags.
just click it. Just click the token. Ah, ha. There we go. Man, I'm a pro gamer now.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a new image.
Oh, that's
So,
pretty sick.
Doing what's called a pro gamer move.
yeah, 2d6. Great. Let me make sure that my combat stats look alright. Action. Aha, 2d6 plus 2. That's right. Okay. I'm ready then. I have all my items and everything bought. I'm good to go.
Is it too early to put him on the party sheet?
I don't care personally.
Also, because I'm a bad GM, introduce yourself at any point in any way you find convenient, Nick.
Yes.
And if you take too long, I'll just do it for you.
Great.
And the really
And-
funny part is when you do it, we're all just gonna be like, "Hi," and we're gonna move on.
Alright, so who's playing the paladin again? That's William, right?
No,
Oh.
that is Philip.
Oh,
Philip's
Philip.
paladin.
Alright. I use my move action to make Philip my study target.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Okay, let's
This
get
is gonna be
some
amazing.
D20 rolls from everyone except for Nick. What I'm doing here,
D20?
Nick, is at the beginning of every session, we have everyone roll a D20. Whoever gets a high, and this is with the exception of whoever did it last week, which was it Matt?
Well, to be fair, I did a very shit job, so someone had to take over for
Yeah,
me. 'cause
that's
I
fine.
didn't really understand what you were asking for at first.
So
Also, you asked for like a large recap, and Matt was like one session removed.
I know what I asked for. Okay, so Will's gonna do a recap here. What we do is every week we'll have someone roll, or we'll have everyone roll D20s except for the person who did last week, which in this case would be Matt. And then they get to do a recap of the last session. If they do good enough of a recap, then I'll let them re-roll a die at some point during the session before they know what the outcome of the roll is. The one exception to that is if it's an attack or damage, because you automatically see what those are. There isn't any way to like hide that. And I believe we came into some kind of complication somehow related to Matt last week that involved an exception to that rule, but I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. I'm sure it'll come up during the session, though.
It was an issue with my misfortune ability and rolling in secret, I believe, because when we like roll d20s in secret, per my ability, I'm supposed to be able to I'm able to re-roll them, but obviously if they're being rolled in secret, I don't know what was rolled, so it was a bit of an issue.
Okay.
Must remember the number, I guess.
It was and yeah, because the way misfortune works is, I'm free to reroll any 1d20 it is just made before the results of the roll are revealed. So it was we didn't really know how to do that with when we have to roll in secret.
And this led to a conversation about like us not needing to do rolls in secret, assuming everyone here isn't gonna abuse the fact that they have the ability to see their rolls.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's try that this week. Let's try and not do it in secret, and hope that it doesn't get ridiculous. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's why I suggested possibly everybody just act out what they're trying to do and then roll, and have the DM describe whether or not it succeeds or fails.
The best way to do it, I think. But anyways, currently, Will has a chance to do a recap of the last session. If he does good enough, he'll have a reroll he can do at some point during this session specifically.
right. Let me see.
So, like, before he starts doing that, are my items okay? Because I just kind of just bought stuff. I want to make sure that these are all right first.
I mean, I can check them while he's doing the recap and just send you a message.
Okay.
So, excuse me. If I remember correctly, we were just finishing up fighting the Goblin Druid. We were heading our way to. We were in the process of introducing ourselves, or we were in process of having Radamanthus introduce himself to everybody, get familiar with him, and then we were making our way, and then the team was making their way to further into the Nettlewood towards where until we got to a bridge leading into Thistletop Fortress. We were all Philip exercised caution because he doesn't want to, he was afraid the bridge might collapse on us and fall, leading into a very watery grave to the rivers below. And Corgan decided that he would take the first step and started inching his way across the bridge, and while everybody else watches from the other side. And as he reaches the other the other side of the bridge where Thistletop Fortress laid, he was suddenly hit by a spell that caused him to, I don't know, confuse, become hits him with like illusions. I don't know what you would call it. And that is where he found himself being ambushed by a group of other goblins and goblin dogs acting very strange, doing things that no normal goblins and goblin dogs wouldn't do. After which the entire party just decided to just start completely ignore Aradel's warning and just start trudging along the bridge at high speeds in order to assist their dwarven friend. We dispatched the goblin dogs and goblins, save for 2 that were disabled and dying. The goblin dog that survived didn't even know wanted a pet. And the other goblin that survived, we were able to nurse back to health and question about the goings on at Thistletop at the exact moment. He described everything to us as best as he could before Philip decided, being the good paladin that Aradel decided, being the good paladin that he is, decided to release the goblin and sent him on his way. Of course, the goblin tried to basically convince us to make him leader and say that he would, if he was leader, the clan wouldn't attack Sandpoint ever again. But Aradel and the party wasn't having it, and they just sent him off basically into exile. After which we started making our way into the fortress, and we got up to a clearing where we found 2 goblin dogs that seemed to have killed and ate their owners before attacking us, and I believe that was where we left off. Did I miss anything?
I have a few minor alterations before we get to those. I feel like you did a pretty good job. How does everyone else feel about his recap?
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid recap.
I feel nothing anymore. I'm a shell of a man.
My heart is dead.
Okay, the few
It's
minor
replaced.
adjustments are 1, there have been some assumptions made about what happened to Corgan when he crossed that bridge. There were no rolls
Yeah,
that confirmed or denied it was illusion magic. It may or may not be. But he definitely had a weird experience where time wasn't behaving as it should be, nor were the creatures inside of the area he was in when he crossed the bridge.
My first assumption was he was hit by an LSD bomb.
It's just an alchemist throwing trash bombs at you, just loaded with drugs. Another one is Dalen, Will's character, or maybe it's just Will. I'm not sure if it's either or if it's both. Suddenly have this obsession with getting a goblin dog and making it the party mascot. Like the previous party mascot disappeared, and then suddenly Dalen has this void in his heart he's trying to fill with this disgusting rat dog. And then the final one is I don't. I think the reason Will said something at the end that I'm not quite sure how he got to, but I think I know how he got to it. He said the goblin dogs killed the goblins.
It was just an assumption. It was an assumption based on the scene of the room. 2 goblins dead and goblin dogs just prowling around by themselves.
It's a very good one. I just wanted to clarify that it is not confirmed yet. They have not had the time to confirm or deny this, but a couple dead goblin bodies, claw marks all around the enclosure here, and blood splats multiple places on the ground and walls. I think it's a very good one, but
I was make the assumption as the player, my character knows nothing about it yet.
yeah, I think it was really good. One thing to note, whether or not you guys aren't keeping track or just forgot about it, we did establish last week that we were going to give people an extra +1 bonus for the rolls every week that they didn't get a chance to do it. So next week, technically, David and Phil should have a +2, and Radamanthus have a +1.
But to all rolls.
No, just for your
recap roll.
Recap roll.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, also, Jacob, some of my friends want to lurk in your stream, but apparently it's buffering every like 5 seconds for all of them.
Oh, you
And
know
there's,
what?
like,
I'm
4
not at all
yeah, there's, like, 4
surprised.
of them.
I'm like vacationing right now, and I'm losing like half my frames because I'm like on the farthest part of the house away from away from my router as I can be. I know it's really bad, but so maybe what I'll do is for my games from here on out, I'll move my setup out into like the living room. I don't know though. I don't want to guarantee anything. I'll need to talk to my family about it. I figured that for the next few weeks that my streams would be a little choppy. Like I said, I'm losing probably a little over half my frames since we've started.
Rough.
Oof. Oh well.
So maybe what I'll do is if people are interested in watching, maybe I'll just attempt to record them with OBS, which I've never tried before, and then I always post my games on YouTube, so I'll try that out.
Okay.
But we last left off inside the goblin enclosure, so let's resume there. You guys had literally just finished killing those goblin dogs, and honestly, I don't remember what this 15-foot square was.
I don't either. I don't remember being there at the end.
If no one remembers, it's getting deleted.
I can't see the map. No.
Can't? It should be in your images or your hotbar. Shared it with
Yeah.
everyone.
Actually, I still have catacombs set in my hotbar. Let me change that. There we go.
Shit. Where do I find it in images?
Go to uncategorized at the top of your search bar instead of all. Switch to uncategorized. Scroll down to map Thistletop.
Okay, we've got it. I've got it.
definitely recommend with stuff
Sorry, I completely
regularly that you put it in top bar.
forgot. Okay. I've got the map now.
Oh, it's gonna be so good to have a full party.
Right? Ooh, last D-track, Nick, in the top right, there's a little color palette. Click on that and choose a new color. Your dice aren't just the default black.
Yeah, for some reason he has a thing against default colors.
Yeah, boring. Everyone starts off with black. Go make your own iconic color.
A slightly brighter shade of black.
Oh, sorry.
Tried to go with silver.
Black isn't a color, my bad.
Black is a color. It's what you would call a neutral color.
I'm not getting into this. We're playing the game. Just know that you're wrong.
Good choice. Alright, Cargo would go over and inspect the goblin bodies. They're over here, right? If I remember correctly.
Like here, I'll do.
So
I
moving
should have
to
just
the
left that box. Like they're right here on the box. They're over here on the wall, north square.
Okay. I'd riffle through see if they have anything on them.
Yeah, they have the broken scimitars that all the other goblins have had.
Okay. I'd leave them and discuss because those are such inferior weapons.
It looks like both of their heads have crushed.
Crush, you say?
Yes, a
Alright,
blunt
in
instrument
character,
was used on their heads.
It doesn't look like the dogs kill these guys. Their heads are smashed in, kind of like what happens when I swing my trusty Earthbreaker.
And you can see now that you've come around the corner, that the door to your west is nailed shut, just like the room you guys walked past earlier, but this one even more so. There's more layers of wood covering the door.
Okay.
Do you think there's pickles in there?
Oh shit, I forgot.
Potentially.
Mr. McFucking Spoiler over here is moving around. As you start
Good
moving
boy.
around, you can smell more goblins. Radamanthus, Nick, Radamanthus, Matt's character, has the scent ability. And you can also smell. I would actually ask you to give me a knowledge nature to identify it.
I do not believe I have knowledge in nature.
Okay, then it's
Yeah,
it's some kind of
I do
animal.
not have knowledge. Okay.
It smells familiar, but you can't quite identify it.
Okay.
Is that door to the south of us nailed shut?
No, there are actually two doors to the south of you. Neither of them are nailed shut.
The one directly shut. Okay. In character again. I'm guessing that door, and I point at the one directly south of me, is the one that had the nailed shut on the other side. Judging from just the distance that we walked, we didn't walk very far. So,
Given that I
go in there.
Given that I can't hear you, I probably interrupt you mid-sentence and just go, I smell more goblins and something animal? I can't quite tell. So like maybe get closer to the wall and just start letting my nose run wild.
And a second scent um pops into your nostrils. This is rabbits. You can smell rabbits.
Rabbits? I can smell rabbits. That unusual. Well, for where we are. I'll sort of start going up north and
While he's doing that, I think we're gonna open this door.
Door.
Okay, yeah, you open it, and inside you can see a bunch of shelves lined with a bunch of cruel, probably goblin-made tools, some nets, and tack. Looks like it would fit the goblin dogs. It's all lined across the walls. And then to the northeast, really to your guys' south, remember this map isn't aligned properly, so some of the directions like proper. There's that L-shaped desk you guys can see. And inside are a bunch of cages. You see dozens of rabbits in them.
Over my shoulder, I mentioned to Radamanthus, rabbits, and then remember that he can't actually hear me and say, damn it, I really need to figure out how to talk to him. I go walk over to Radamanthus and tap him on the shoulder.
he turns around and he reaches in and pulls out his chalkboard, presuming that you want to talk to him.
I write down rabbits in that room if that's what you're talking about, and hand it back to him.
Probably feed for the dogs.
Yeah, he would
By
Radamanth
dogs, I mean rats.
nod and give a thumbs up. And I will continue skirting the walls and see if I smell anything else.
We need a pry bar. Do you want to head north?
I kind of wonder where that southeast door leads. It might lead back to the entrance.
It
Is
does.
it
It
shut?
just leads back to the entrance.
Okay.
It has to.
Yeah, you're right. Just the distance that we walked, it makes sense. Let's wait for Radamanthus to get back over in this direction once he's done doing whatever he's doing, and then go for the door.
I love that you have like a desk
Second.
character who like has an ability that leads to him wandering off regularly.
Just
Yeah,
second guessing
it's interesting.
himself. Aradel will open this door.
Aha, it leads back to the trophy hall.
And OOC, 1 second. I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm sorry if I did actually interrupt you. I thought you may have actually been done talking. I was just trying to say in character he might have maybe like interrupted mid sentence, but if I did actually interrupt you while you were talking, I'm sorry. I didn't intend to do that.
You smell more goblins in like pretty much everywhere you've walked. It's hard to avoid goblin stench in.
Once you're
Right.
over by that wall, I'm gonna wave at you and then point out the door and half of my Earthbreaker, just like trying to signify to you that we might get into a fight if we open this door.
Yeah, I thumbs up, head up, crossbow out.
It's a hallway.
Dun dun.
Does it look like it's going to explode?
Give me a perception check.
Goddamn exploding hallways.
No, you don't think it's gonna explode?
Perfect. Smells like goblins.
Yeah, and you'd still have just assume there's goblin stench until I tell you otherwise, Radamanthus.
Okay.
Are either of these doors locked?
No, they're not. Opens one, doesn't tell me which one. There's a hallway, mister. Let me know what doors you're opening so I don't have to keep clicking on people's characters to see what they're doing.
Oh, you can't see what I see. That makes
So
sense.
unless I have a character selected, I have vision on everything.
Right. I'm like, it's just the only thing I can see, Jacob. Should we head up or open the southern door?
Did you open the northern door? Because I can't see anything in there except for like a tiny sliver.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
There's
I'm
more
very
hallway
sick.
with doors.
Like IRL, I'm quite sick.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's just a small, narrow corridor with 2 doors that don't look like they're connected. They might be 2 separate rooms, maybe bathrooms or closets.
Okay, let's check the south then.
Boop. I open the southern door.
Okay. Inside you can see a round table and a few chairs. And nothing else in here. Still the compacted dirt on the floor that you guys have seen everywhere except for the courtyard.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna head up, make sure that these are, in fact, nothing rooms. Is this door locked? The one directly to my west? I guess it's east.
No.
Oh, I'm opening it.
Cool. Inside, there is this foul-smelling room that has nothing more than this hole on the far end of it that the smell must be coming from. And you see its
I'm
rim
closing it.
stained and covered in refuse and waste.
Ugh.
I'm not looking forward to this next door. Is this locked?
No.
I'm opening it. Oh,
There's a
That's
set of
not what I
stairs that
expected
heads
at all.
downwards.
There's stairs that lead down. Do you want to finish clearing out this floor so that you
Yeah,
don't
let's
end up?
finish clearing this floor before we go down or up.
Sure. So we have to head back to the courtyard, basically.
I point Radamanthus. I point at past Radamanthus and like indicate that we're going to try and go that direction now.
So, like,
Uh,
shuffling the room to let you get past.
All right. We had those other rooms in the trophy room, I believe.
Yeah. There's
have
a number
two-
of like horses and dog heads that have been popped up along the walls, as well as a set of harpy wings stabbed in there with daggers. And a bunch of doors down the hallway.
All right.
Just for Nick's sake, I'm gonna have him like follow you guys so he can get some map vision.
Yeah. Makes sense.
What in the fuck is that portrait?
We're now in the world of anime. Apparently.
We're now in,
He's just
we're now in the
Eastern.
world of uwus and owus.
What are O's?
Why?
What are uwus, actually? Let me
You
start.
had
No,
perfectly.
that
Should've-
discussion will take way too long.
You had a perfectly fine picture. What happened?
You don't judge him. I'm gonna open the door that's in front of me if it's not locked.
How dare
It's
you
not.
judge the Ulus?
Opened.
There's just a small corridor that leads to another set of double doors.
I'll go on side too. Oh, I can see him. All right, let's go forward, I guess. Do you want to open yours first, or do you want me to? Or no?
Same time.
Bridging
3,
clear.
2, 1.
Initiative. No, not yet.
Really?
You don't.
No.
You don't need to roll initiative.
This is looking an awful lot like pixels. Like I just walked into the Dancer of the Boreal or something. Like.
So when you
I hope
open
we
up,
don't have to fight those at level 3.
when you open up the doors, you can see a large room with 4 pillars in the center. Very clearly, a throne on the opposite end of this room, and you see a bunch of furs hanging along the walls. Mostly black and red striped fire pelt skins, a handful of various dog pelts, and a few horse hides, actually. The pillars themselves are like 4 squared timber pillars that support the ceiling above, and their faces have dozens of iron spikes with several hands, and I'd say even dozens of them stabbed onto them in various stages of decay. And then there's a platform that supports a throne room opposite of you guys that's heaped with dog pelts and horse hides. There's also a dog skulls that are there for the armrest, like the end of them, and a horse skull that leers over the back of the throne. And you can see goblin sitting on the as well as 3 goblins very close to him. And one kind of off, maybe like 15 feet away from them, towards the north. In fact, I'll just make them all visible on the map. They are not hostile. This is just to show you where they are.
They're coming right for us.
And you see that all of the goblins like turn around when you open up the door, and everyone seems surprised except for the goblin on the throne and this very large gecko that comes out from behind the throne when you come in.
A gecko?
A gecko.
Please tell me there's an image of this.
There might be.
Oh.
Possibly. Maybe.
That's great.
Nice.
Okay. Alright. That looks good.
That is suitably heroic for a goblin.
And you see this like irritated look immediately form on the goblin sitting on the throne as you come in. Spits on the ground. And you see the rest of the goblins all reach for their weapons. And in Goblin, which I know at least one of you speaks,
I speak it.
he says, "Don't attack them yet." And you see a few confused goblins lower their scimitars.
Well, I'm keeping my Earthbreaker at the ready.
I'll say to the party, he's told them to stand down for the moment.
Odd. He's trying to lure us in for a
Radamanthus
trap.
raises. Radamanthus is like raising his crossbow.
So does Radamanthus not understand just like body language? Or no, if
Well,
everyone
I've
else is
seen
putting
him.
everyone else
I
is putting their
saw
weapons
him get his
down.
Earthbreaker ready.
I don't think Radamanthus at that angle can see any of the goblins.
I saw
Can
him
you?
get
I can
his.
see one of them.
Yeah, I could see one of.
Oh,
I could see
okay. There's
one of
another
them
one
like
that I
out
can't
of the
see.
corner.
Okay.
He can see one confused goblin not pulling a weapon out.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
I have like I'm readying my crossbow. I'm not firing it. But I saw Corgan like get his Earthbreaker ready, so I'm basically just mimicking him right now.
And I'm gripping my wand tightly.
So I'll say in Goblin, I am Eridel. These are my companions. We've come for the woman.
And the goblin at the throne, um, he can't see all of you. So he kind of slightly readjusts on his chair and leans over a little bit so he can peek his big head out. Has this like metal crown with a bunch of juts sticking out of it. It says, "I know, don't want to get any closer to us. Want, you can stay along one of the walls. Have my goblins move the other direction. Just want to see your face."
He's trying to lure us into the room.
Okay with it. I think we can keep these two protected.
Sure.
You take out the front, I take out the rear, or vice versa. Let me just step forward if the comes to it.
Yep.
Adventurer. He keeps saying this in Goblin. Not a trap. I told you they'll move away.
I'll move up into the room like I don't know where to go.
Just pick that left wall, I think.
The left wall here.
I signaled to Radamanthus, looking for the chalk.
And you see some like weird looks from all the goblins as the leader says all of this to you. But they slowly start moving away as they look back at him.
If you signal for the chalk, but I'll give it to you.
Right on the blackboard, we're gonna stand up against the wall. Be wary of a trap. Aradel is talking to them.
And you see the two that are by themselves to the east. Like one of them like bumps into the other one, and then the one it bumps into like shoves him.
I give a thumbs up in response. and put the chalkboard back, and I wait for you to I gesture for you to move forward.
That was weird. I had to move like to that square to the right, and then mention to Dalen, move forward past me, and I'll me and Arid will cover you.
Okay.
So tell me then, will you, or like we have complied. Tell me, will you stop us?
Right, can you repeat that? I didn't hear the center part of that.
I want to know if he's gonna try and like I told him what our goal is. I want to know if he's gonna try and like stop us from
Oh.
doing it.
If what my goblins have spoken of is true, it would be very hard, if not impossible, to stop all of you. I will offer you the same thing I offered the other Longshanks when they came here. Parlay, as you would all call it. Speak. Whether or not this leads to you meeting up with Nulia, not say. It depends on your intentions and how this conversation goes.
We have come for her life or her liberty.
He points at you, Aradel, and he says, I've heard you can be a chatty Cathy when you want to be. Tell me, when I'm done giving you the information you want, how long will it take for me and the rest of my goblins to end up face down on this very ground?
That depends. What information can you give me? What guarantee can you give me that the information is truthful? What guarantee can you give me that you won't stab me in the back the moment I leave this room?
Looking directly at you, Dalen, the same goblin says, I don't think we're communicating with each other, and this is all in common this time. I don't think we're communicating with each other properly. I apologize. All entered my domain. I should have introduced myself. I am the great Chief Rip Nugget. And you all are?
Corgan Jartek.
My name is Dalen.
I point at Radamanthus. This is Radamanthus. He's deaf.
Radamanthus is very interesting. I've never seen a cat so large. I haven't heard of this one. Points over at Corgan.
I
I'm
whisper.
new, so to speak.
I whisper in Aradel's ear. I've never seen a polite goblin before.
Hmm. So I continue in common now. So Rip Nugget, tell me. I introduced myself when I walked in the room. I'm not going to do it again. Tell me then. What guarantee do you give me that your information is true and that you won't stab me in the back as soon as I turn it to you?
I'll give you the best guarantee that I think we both can give each other. I value my life more than I do the end of yours. I have a feeling, like most creatures, you feel the same way. I won't attack you.
He's never met a paladin before.
There are 5 of us, and from what I've heard, you can all, assuming the new Longshanks you have with you are anything like the ones I've heard of in the past, 5 of us are no match for you.
So, Rip Nugget, I propose a deal to you.
Beef Rip Nugget.
Beef Rip Nugget. You leave here. You take your goblins with you. And you come back in 3 days' time. I will need you to guarantee that you will stop attacking Sandpoint. And when you return, Noelia will be gone. And we will be gone.
It's a very hard bargain to accept, Aradel. His lower jaw start moving around as he starts scratching back of one of his ears. He looks over at the goblins to the left of him, and he's like, in Goblin, he begins to ask, "What do you think? 3 days from home? That doesn't seem so bad." And then he gives this disgusting cackle for a second. And the 2 goblins look over at him confused. He's like, guess now is as good a time as any. Then I'd ask that you all roll initiative.
Had a feeling he wouldn't go for it.
We had to try though.
Yeah, well, there's no guarantee that we actually deal with Noelia, so you would have to come back here and face her if we didn't kill her or take her.
Nick,
I also can't have him just like sit here while we go down and deal with her.
this would be a great time to introduce yourself because this fight could be 10 minutes and this fight could be 2 hours. It really depends on the party.
Yes. I'm ready.
I think that's the point that you introduce yourself, is what he's saying.
Yes. And that is when Albertier will come running up and be like, I'm ready to fight some goblins. Let's go.
Yes, you run up next to the guy.
The deaf guy doesn't turn to you.
The dwarf looks at you,
So-
confused.
So I like to think that she was just standing next to him this whole time and he just didn't notice.
You were just right behind me.
Just been shadowing you for an hour.
Alvitier the Shadow.
Maybe you were the smell that I couldn't quite understand. I thought someone just farted, but it was actually you.
Okay, then you can throw your
But-
initiative out there, Nick.
All right. Wait a minute. Okay, one moment. Initiative is on the main sheet.
Oh no, not mounted combat.
But you don't like mounted combat? Love it. Okay, no more confused goblins. Now we have our more
Oh.
traditional, excited to murder you repetitively.
Oh, it didn't do my initiative on the combat tracker.
Yeah, I did. Oh wait, no.
No, yeah, I just noticed.
Did
It's
you
looked
click your
second.
token before you?
That might be. That might
Oh, I
be.
did not click my token. I didn't think about that.
I see you at 7 at the bottom right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just really far down.
I don't even see the initiative tracker.
You guys are good. Your
Uh,
initiative's on there. It's in the top
Oh.
right, the two cross
Oh,
swords.
yeah.
Yeah, cross
Oh,
swords.
gotcha.
There's just a lot of people fighting.
Yeah, I just.
Yo, that goblin got mad initiative.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I'm I,
Yeah, I rolled a
Stickfoot,
17, you still beat me.
Stickfoot, and Rip Nugget are on the initiative separately, and then they're on the initiative together. Is that what's happening?
No, they're on separately.
I
But,
see Rip Nugget and then War Chief Rip Nugget.
Yeah, right.
No, there should be
This
is
Rip
Rip
Nuggets,
Rip
War
Nugget's
Chanter,
Chanter.
and
Okay.
War Chief
I
Rip
don't see the
Nugget.
whole name. Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah, there's another bard.
It's a bard. Kill it.
Kill with fire, preferably.
Kill support. Kill support.
Kill support. Kill support.
Enemy mercy. Enemy mercy.
Don't talk about that game.
Dead game. Dead support. I have a +1 to saves from somebody casting resistance on me. I can't get rid of it.
oh, here. Where you at? Here you are. Let me get
The
rid of that for
bottom.
you. Yeah, that was mine. Must never have gone away.
Yeah, we just didn't
There you
last 10 rounds, and it just stays forever.
Okay, cool. Goblin. And up over here. And attack Aerodel. Screaming at you. In Goblin, it yells out, "For the Thistletop!" And then it like coughs up.
Oh god, COVID. It came from goblins.
Yes, goblins have COVID. Gotcha. And you see that these guys actually have like high quality horse choppers.
High quality horse choppers.
COVID Goblin 4. Lovely.
Well, whoever you are, I tend to be a frontliner, so just stay by me and shoot, I guess. You have your bow out, I'm assuming, Nick?
yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I would say shoot. Since I'll be up frontlining, keeping people defended.
Well, I mean, I was gonna try throwing it, but shooting is probably a pretty good idea.
So, I'll stand here. And ready in action to swing at the first thing that comes into my range.
Oh, Kizzle.
Okay. Is there like a measuring tool for this map?
If you
Kind of the,
control
like-
click a target, it'll give you a measurement.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, now I can't see anything.
Yep, that's because you're standing on a door and I was trying to click on you and I hit the door.
Gotcha. Okay, so then I will. We're not in a surprise round, right? I'm just making sure.
No, I think we're
All
in
right.
combat.
Then I guess 5-foot step into the room. And then we'll make a bow attack on the big old scaly doggo.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, let's do.
He does have partial cover.
Oh, he do. Then I'll just move 10, then move here. They still have partial cover.
Yeah. Rules for partial cover with Pathfinder is if I can draw a line from any one of the corners of your square to any one of the corners of theirs and it goes through cover, as long as he's closer to it than
Gotcha.
you, he gets it.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I'll just stay here then if it doesn't
I'm
matter.
pretty sure it's just one corner, not any corner.
No, it's literally if I can choose a corner from a person's square and go to another.
Okay. Then
Because if you were hiding behind cover, you could shoot out from the cover with
Yeah.
one of your corners.
It's if they're
All
closer
of
to
your
it.
other three corners would give cover then, wouldn't they?
It's if they're closer to it. That's the thing that prevents that. So like the pillar next to him isn't providing the pillar next to Alvitar isn't providing cover, but the one next to Bigfoot is.
Basically, if he could draw an arrow to the closest form of cover to the enemy.
see that that makes sense. Okay. Man, all right. Then I guess is it like partial cover? Like is it
Yeah.
like big cover? Okay, and that's like that's like a +2 AC?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
So just in the modifier box, just for convenience sake, just put a -2.
Yeah.
Okay. Minus, you mean just in like the attack roll box?
No, the modifier at the bottom left.
Okay, I double checked.
Gotcha.
Bill's right. You choose
Oh,
a
I see. I
corner.
gotcha. Aha.
You choose a corner.
There we go.
Of your square, and if any line from this corner to any corner of the target, so it's a specific corner of yours to any one of their corners. That's where the blurred line was.
So, I guess I hit because it said I did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So since, if I remember correctly, since he has not gone yet, he is technically flat-footed, right?
Yeah.
Which would mean
Yeah.
I proc sneak attack, and because I proc sneak attack, I can study target him as an immediate
But
action.
here we didn't cover something. He is flat-footed. So what we need you to do before you fire is go up to the top right. There's a little symbol with a plus and a little box with a symbol of a plus and minus symbol called modifiers.
Yeah.
If you hover over it, you can put them as flat-footed.
Yeah.
And then you're going to need to put the -2 modifier in and re-roll. We do re-rolls if there's anything, whether it's good or bad. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, all right. So I need to put partial cover, and I need to click that and flat-footed.
Yeah. If this is the way you want to do the
Okay.
covers, that's also acceptable. Most people
Okay,
just
so
normally
I
put the
just-
modifier in.
All right. So I just click both of those to red, and then I just roll the attack roll, and then turn them off afterwards.
They'll turn off after your first.
Gotcha. Okay. Well
I
then.
didn't know they had this kind of stuff in the modifiers. Okay.
Yeah, it's for all
Okay,
of your
well-
covers and damages. What are the
I
odds?
roll a 25 again. So then. So then how would I go about, like, because I have extra damage bonuses now, so how would I go about adding those in?
So
I
what
just
we
go to the
should have
modifier down
done,
at the bottom left.
what we should have done is definitely gave you the extra damage because you're supposed to have sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I get another point of damage from point blank shot and another point of damage from steady target.
Yeah, those both should have been effects we made. So what you can do is just add the 2+1s, just put those in the modifier box before you roll damage.
Gotcha. And that is what I will do. Okay. So I'll put in +2, and then I guess And I guess I can just do a 2d6 and then just roll a d6 separately.
I'm
Oh, that
putting
probably
sneak
won't work.
attack as an effect. Don't worry about sneak attack.
Okay, so I just click
do
the
the
damage and
+2.
I'm good. Alright, so let's go ahead and just click the damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Just get a d6 and sneak, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. If you look on your actions tab, you have sneak attack as an
So I just
option at
click
the
that
bottom. Hit the microscope
Okay.
next to it, and then a little damage bar will pop up.
Gotcha.
It's
and I just
a
click that
custom
too.
piece I made, and I'm gonna add another stuff back down there. That's your point blank, and start using point blank as an effect.
Gotcha.
Because presumably you had it built in. Did you roll using the attack modifier from point blank?
You know, I did not actually.
Then you need to re-roll. I'll fix that goblin up. That's okay. You're learning. This is kind of a byproduct of that, and we didn't really have the time for me to explain everything to you, so it's a little more so in your department. You didn't do it with point blank once again. So you have an effect on your sheet now called point blank that you can click on, and it'll give you the modifiers for point blank automatically.
So I just click the microscope and now it's on.
So if you click the microscope, it shows you what point blank is set up to do. X button. A man standing in a weird. And you'll see it apply to yourself in the chat box and on the
I see.
combat tracker.
So I'm good then. That sets it's on.
And make sure it's got the flat foot and the partial cover
Yep.
modifiers.
Yeah.
Got those turned on too.
Okay, then you should be good to roll. Another 19.
Crazy, dude.
All right.
You really want to hit that guy.
Okay, and now so I'll just since I don't have my study target up, I'll just put +1 and then roll the damage and then roll at the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Also, we
And then
try
I-
and be descriptive with all our combat actions, so kind of give us a little bit of the flair of what's going on.
Okay. Uh, I guess I don't know. I was a lot more enthusiastic like a minute ago. I guess she just shoots it for now.
I mean, that's the exact thing we're trying to avoid there is I move forward, shoot, and hit.
Like, do you shoot the torso? Do you shoot the leg?
It gives us a little bit
That
of
sort of thing.
something.
Or you just tell us how you shoot, like what pose you make when you're shooting.
All right, fine. Okay. All right. So Albuquerque does a tactical roll into the room, and then fires a quick shot into the lizard's facial region.
All right, sounds pretty good.
And then
That's
you
really
can
cool.
end your turn when you're done in the combat tracker by hitting the down
Okay.
arrow on the bottom left of said combat tracker.
Ha! This guy didn't know we had a fifth person with us. What a fool! We have a fifth person with us? Did anybody else know that? Did anybody?
Nope.
Goblin 1's gonna run down at Alvitar,
Just dies.
screaming at
Can
him.
I take my action that I already did now?
Yeah, this would be the time to do it.
soon as he gets in range of an ally. I say, not today, little goblin. And take a swing at it.
Break.
And
Instant.
proceed to swing like a batter swing right into its face, knocking it back away from my ally. With a much more sickening crunch than you'd hear from a normal bat.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody fire an orc hornbow before.
Really?
Yeah, they're exotic weapons.
It's hard for me to run a game and not have someone with an orc hornbow.
Yeah, the other game that I was doing on Saturday, we had a guy with a orc combo.
In fact, I'm one of those dirtbags. I play in a Saturday night game, and you get an exotic weapon proficiency with my archetype, so I went with an orc hornbow. So I'm a mounted archer.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty.
Nice.
The other one that I see a lot is like a ripsaw glaive or something.
That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I've seen it before. The Earthbreaker is another one you see quite often.
It's just so satisfying. I just love the concept of the weapon. Just a bunch of extra spikes just waiting on your hammer.
Tabletop RPG players are very simple people. We like seeing lots of dice rolls.
That too.
It's a
Like,
hammer,
I can
but
do a great
also
sword, but everybody does great sword.
why do greatsword when you can be a hammer, but also a mallet with extra hammer?
Falchion is the.
Caution too.
Yeah.
I think we
So
should
where
try
I
and bring
stand,
back
do
the
I have-
bastard sword. Do you have
Did you
what?
say
Sorry.
bastard sword?
Yeah, I said bastard sword. It's not good in this edition, but it used to be great in D&D back in the day. It's like it has a
I
special
like
place
it
in my
if
heart.
I'm using a shield user.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Will. What were you asking?
Sorry. I was asking if if the war chanter has coverage on me.
Think so.
With that pillar right there. Or if I
So-
would need to move 5 feet to deny it.
The best corner for you to use right now would be the one your northeast line.
How do
I've
you
already got a
even-
line drawn from my character to his.
Yeah, so if I draw from top right corner to their top left corner, yes.
So could I move 5 feet and deny that? Since I'd be closer to the corner?
Let
to
me
the pillar?
move. Let me move said arrow. Yes, you would be good if you did that. Not have
Alright.
he or she. Probably she. I believe they said something about the war chanters mostly being.
I didn't think goblins had females.
Yes, they do. They do. It's just hard to tell the difference because all goblins are fucking ugly.
That's almost as bad as the superstition that dwarves don't have females.
Let's
Well,
bring back.
goblins are like spawned. They're not like birthed, I thought.
Maybe? I don't know. Maybe
That
they're
might-
like
might be a
goblins in
different
40k where they're just spores.
Yeah, I might be thinking of 40k.
They might
So-
be. I'm not sure.
I'm just going to take a quick hop over here, just 5 feet this way. Oh, come on. Come on, token. Thank you. And I'm going to pull out my wand and light it up with fire and just kind of chunk a bolt of flame at the war chanter's head. Let me see. Let me go ahead and get if I can remember where everything is. Jeez. Thank you. I've gone for 1 week and you swear up and down I forget how to play Pathfinder. There we go.
Fine.
And for damage.
Oh, also that guy hasn't gone yet, so he's flat-footed.
Oh, do you want me reroll?
Yeah.
Reroll?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you, Phil. I keep forgetting that. I need to make a UMD first. Does that work?
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Let me go ahead. Now, I've never actually used this modifiers tab before. Do I just pull it over him or?
Hey, you just click on
click
it.
on it.
Okay, cool. And now, gotta do this again, and then cast. All right,
Nice.
still hits. Oh shoot! Oh, my bad. I'm trying to count. Golly.
Well,
Like I
it
said,
should be like
I forget how to play the game sometimes. I swear.
you're going for touch AC, so if anything, it should have been easier, but it's still worth it.
Yeah, you're right. And let me see. Just because as a that brings me to a question. As a magic user, would I be able to determine another magic user by sight?
No, that's not really how it works. You'd need to see them cast magic, and then you generally try to identify.
Okay. In that case, I'm not going to do what I was going to do.
I mean, you can make
And-
assumptions if you want, but there's
I'm
nothing
not
that's
going to use
been.
this. I'm not going to use my supernatural ability based purely on assumptions. So, yeah, that's my go. That's my turn.
Okay, Rip Nuggets War Chant.
Oh,
Gonna inspire courage.
courage. Next campaign I might play a bard.
They're all just gonna have +1 bonuses on attack rolls. Second. Fucking bastards have it set up. I'll have to do it manually. Oh, and in case anyone hasn't seen it,
It looks like
Good thing I can't hear War Chanter's angelic voice.
oh god, yeah, in Goblin, it's just like, it's like yelling out, probably singing that same Goblin song. I know some of you weren't here for the beginning of the campaign, but does anyone else here remember that disgusting Goblin song I had to sing?
Yep.
Yeah. Goblins screaming, goblins fight, goblins slash all night. Goblin 18 feeling juiced up but not wanting to fucking die like the other goblin did when it approached is gonna pull its short bow out. As it moves back and shoots.
Bravely run away.
Yeah. The Goblin 18 bravely ran away.
Sir Goblin.
Goblin.
Ooh. Natural 1. Okay. Yeah, that is really bad. But Sir Goblin takes a 5-foot step back, draws its bow out, and tries firing at Dalen, but hits the wooden pillar next to him.
I look at that and I look back at him. I just shake my head, just start making the tisking to. I'm just like, just like you poor fool.
In a very quick manner, like faster than any of you, or I guess goblins do, most likely, since goblins don't do. Chief Rip Nugget mounts onto this giant gecko. That's all he's going to spend his turn doing. I know that's not super exciting, but that's what he has the time for.
Mount as a swift, can you?
What was that?
I think you can mount as a swift. How do I get rid
Default
of his
mounting
points?
is a move.
Yeah, I think you need a feat to get Swift's amount. Click pointers again, and then remove pointers. Should be like a little trash can with some arrows.
You
Oh,
see,
it's
as
a-
he's
it's a ri-
doing. Sorry, what was that?
It's a ride check. You make a ride check and you can mount as a free action.
As a free action. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Do you know what the
Ride.
DC is?
20.
20. Okay, that's not bad. Is there a penalty for failure?
You just don't.
You just can't do it that quickly. You have to spend regular action.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. Yeah, still hops on, and you see him pull a vial out. Okay.
Yeah, I just double checked. If you fail the ride check mounting, you're dismounting his move action. So basically, no, there's no reason not to try it.
There's no reason not to, yeah. Yeah.
I've legitimately never gone into combat not on my mount. And I've never seen someone do it before, so I didn't even know that was a rule.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to. It's 40. What is my close range? Where can I see my spell range?
If you click
Yeah,
a
like-
little
like-
Paizo stone thing, it should open up the description. The range should be in there.
I mean, because like my range obviously increases by level. So
So you get to do
It
quick
should say
math.
like 25 by like half, or something like that.
okay, so my close range is 25 plus 5 foot per level. So it's I don't believe I am in close range of him.
Ooh.
I will. Oh. All of a sudden I can't move my token for some reason. And I don't know why. Okay.
It's that corner. I had to like move up to where Nick
Yeah.
is, and then move left.
Ah,
Yeah, it's registering there's a wall there, and that's why you can't move through it.
Am I supposed to be able to move through there, or is that like
Yes.
actually?
Yeah, it's an open door. It's just a little buggy thing on the thing.
Alright. I will 5 foot into here. And he is now within my close range. And I will cast Shadow Trap on a Rip Nugget.
Oh.
I will immediate action Misfortune Rip Nugget's roll. So he has to roll again.
Someone's about to get charged by him,
Son of a
rip.
bitch.
and he's gonna roll
Damn
a
it.
20, and they're gonna die.
I
Damn it.
figure you could survive a charge from him. I don't know
Not
about the others
crits.
though.
Yeah, I was alright. Well, he saved. He saved.
If he
So
crits, I'm pretty sure any of us die on a charge.
I mean, we take out his mount. He can't charge, can he?
He would do like times 4 damage or something.
but that is sadly my turn.
I will draw my longsword and attack COVID. Oh no.
You should change Stickfoot to Sickfoot too.
Oh, stop. Don't give him any ideas. Oh, whoa. Okay, that would have hit. That didn't end up in the text box. I will bend my knees slightly, as one does when fighting smaller
Goblins.
opponents. Okay, why
I'm not
did
gonna
it
lie.
roll?
Whenever you
Those are
say
2 dice.
Why did it roll twice?
whenever you say you bend your knees slightly, I keep thinking of the Skyrim strike, crouch strike. You know what I'm saying? Or just like some awkward overhead swing.
Oh no. Annoying thing, I just realized they don't have fucking coded. There's bonus damage that Rip Nugget can do with a charge. That's not coded in there. So when I do it, I'm gonna have to do some manual adjustments or ask you guys to do.
Roll it as a crit.
Well, it's not always the same damage, so a crit won't always work. That's why I'm saying it's weird. Sometimes I'll be able to get away with a crit, but not always. Okay. So, Goblin 4 is...
Oh, trying to get past those Twitch sensors, aren't you?
No. Just his name. God. I'm not judging you for being named Dalen.
What's wrong with that name, huh?
Exactly. What is wrong with it? Why don't you tell me? Okay. COVID Goblin 4 is going to attack Aaron. His masterwork. Oh, I need to reroll. Luckily. Good thing that's a reroll. There we go, that's better. Okay, the goblin lunges out at you with its horse chopper. But Aerodol's a thick boy and or girl, depending on what angle you look at him from. And the goblin can't get through his armor.
You look here, sir.
And he's gonna 5'7".
Can I? Oh, it looks like I can. So walk this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. So he's on his mount now?
Yeah, so he's technically on the spot where Stick.
Okay, well, I'm swinging at Stickfoot specifically.
Okay.
I do not want this thing to live. Well, I specifically don't want him charging.
Then I don't think I should have been able to see him. If he's technically on the square below, I don't think I would have been able to see him then when I did my stuff.
Eh.
Because I can't see the square below Ripfoot.
Eh.
Eh.
Nat 20!
He's gonna try
And the
And
confirm.
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 Don't do the damage yet.
Oh, I feel so bad for this gecko that just got domed on the forehead.
Don't do the damage
Oh,
yet, like I
God.
said.
Oh my god!
Told you not to do the
Okay.
damage, so I'm gonna make you re-roll.
Wait,
Does
what?
he have Does he have mounted combat?
Yeah, that's why I said don't do the damage.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, well, he has mounted combat, so he's gonna do a ride check to avoid the damage. If he doesn't, I'm gonna have you.
I don't think it matters how much damage you roll.
I give him a ride check earlier, and it was like plus 12.
You rolled it. All of your rolls are hidden.
Oh yeah, good point. Double check because it doesn't. Pretty sure he's supposed to have higher than it said. And what was
27.
Yeah. You don't hit him. He got
Okay.
29. Yeah,
Okay.
so a feat you can get for mounted combat, like literally just called mounted combat, and once per turn, roll a ride check, and if you get higher than the 2 hit of the enemy, the attack misses your mount.
Okay.
You like defend your mount or whatever.
Yeah, I imagine with the flavor behind it, it's literally just having Stickfoot dodge out of the way because of War Chief Rip Nugget's prowess on a mount.
And this is why mounted combat sucks.
Yeah.
Is this the
My
one?
character
This
looks
is the thing you're
Visibly
quoting?
frustrated.
So, what does now? I haven't seen this before. I'm curious. I guess I'll leave it up to David to throw it out there. What does a crit hit that gets avoided look like?
There is a lot of dust and stuff in the air because I was swinging downwards onto its head. So there's now a chunk of the ground that's just got pulverized.
Oh, I love that. You swing down where its head's supposed to be. Rip Nugget, just after mounting, pulls back on the reins, and Stickfoot just lifts up halfway on the ground, just barely on its back leg. You leave an impact on the ground below it.
All of Thistletop shakes.
To your mild earthquake grumble.
I glare at Rep Nugget and then I end my turn.
Okay, dokie then.
If you had swung that at Rip Nugget, he'd be dead right now. He'd be dead.
How
Like,
about there?
well, my reasoning is I don't want him chasing after you guys. So
Yeah.
I figure if the mount dies, he ain't going anywhere. At least not quick enough.
I get it. I get it.
It's not like we could predict you'd crit and then confirm the crit, so.
And then he still managed to roll high enough on his ride check to dodge.
As a note, I do not look at Discord normally during sessions, so people that send me messages there don't expect me to look at them.
Okay. So, Alvatir is going to do a 5-foot step here. And then it's going to shoot at that goblin that's, I don't know how to ping, but that goblin that ran up on her.
You can just target them.
Sounds
Talking about
Untarget
the
whatever
dead
goblin had targeted before, and then target the new one.
Yeah, I forgot how to do that. It's been a minute.
Control click.
Control click on it.
Our control click. Okay.
So you'll need to
It's
untarget stick
That
foot.
goblin's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
goblin
that
dead.
goblin is dead.
Oh, could have fooled me. All right. Then I will attack this goblin, and I have precise shot, so I will ignore.
Goblin's dying,
Ignore-
not dead.
Same.
Oh, okay.
He's lying on the ground.
Okay. So point blank shot is up. Making sure there are any modifiers I need to slap on here first.
If you're fighting that goblin, I believe he has partial cover because you're an ally.
I have precise shot.
You have
It
precise
ignores
shot, so you
engaged
don't
in
do
melee, but it
the.
doesn't ignore partial cover.
Yeah.
You
need,
get
like,
cover from
improved
firing
precise?
through people. You're avoiding with precise shot. You're avoiding the firing into melee, which is 4. There's no version of
Okay.
someone being in
Then I
between you.
will attack this goblin then.
Okay,
Sir Goblin.
so he would end up. Pretty sure. I mean, I can double check, but I'm pretty sure that would end up cover from where.
You have yourself
Oh,
targeted
no.
too. Be careful because you're gonna shoot yourself. I'm pretty sure.
No, I think you're good actually. Kind of hard to tell with the arrow I just drew. You're actually good. I don't think it has cover from you.
Yeah, you should be good.
Am I still targeting myself? I have this big green circle now.
You can see it in.
No, that just means you're selected, not targeted.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see what you're targeting in the combat tracker. It'll pop up right under your.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's good, Jacob.
Yeah, you're good.
From that arrow.
Yeah.
Okay. And if there's no crazy modifiers I need to slap on here.
They're pretty standard, but there's no modifier.
Okay, I know. I'm just making sure I didn't need to click anything first. So in that case, then I will go ahead and I have my point blank on, so I will make the attack roll.
In this claustrophobic
Against
room,
that
you are
goblin.
surprisingly okay.
All right. And then, okay. Sorry, I have so many things open. All right, and that's my turn.
Goblin 1 is currently just bleeding out on the ground. Big impact wound.
Okay. I see this goblin right in front of me. COVID, as he's called, apparently. And
There's a pause. They're two separate
Wow.
words.
COVID, sorry. And
You've been given too much power, Jacob.
No, it's all gone to my head. But luckily it's in the form of names and not me being an asshole.
and knowing full well I can't really engage a distant target while someone's standing right in front of me, just doing whatever he's doing. I'm gonna 5 foot back here, just 5 foot step, and aim my one right at COVID, and just pop a fire in his face. Launch a fast ball of flame right into his noggin. But get all this stuff going.
You have to make a UMD check.
Oh yeah, I do. Keep forgetting that. Keep forgetting UMD.
It's like the only item. It's the only one you're ever gonna hold where you're gonna have to make one.
Pretty much.
You're good.
And does that succeed?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Come on, if 22 did, 25. Do you expect me to say no with the 25?
True. And let me just pop that and boom. And oh crap.
Oof.
That's rough.
I just try to fire, but the one suddenly sputters sporadically and end up completely like causing my arm to veer off way up into the ceiling. I'd kind of give it a quick, like, you know how you like bang on the remote to try to get it to work? I do that to the one, just be like, come on, man, work. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Thick plate boy. The War Chanter's not happy that you exist.
I imagine a lot of the goblins are not happy that I exist.
So, the goblin is going to start laughing in the direction of Corgan.
Hideous laughter. I love that spell. Just not against me.
I wish
So,
I remembered off the top of my head the button that that like cleared targets, but I never fucking remember. It shouldn't be hard for you to.
You get a plus.
Does Corgan have something specific against enchantment magic?
No,
I don't
humor doesn't translate well.
think so.
You get a +4. I'm not
Oh,
even
because
kidding.
it's in a different
I'm not even
language, isn't it?
I'm not even kidding. If you're not the same species as the person casting the spell, you just.
Is it? I thought it was language dependent. I mean, either way, it's correct. Oh no, you're totally right. It's type based. You guys are different types, so I will roll that with a -4.
Humor doesn't translate well. It's the funniest line in a spell I've ever read.
Roll even higher.
Yeah, and it looks like the -4 doesn't work properly with that. I mean, I guess we can't tell because you succeeded, but in the future we'll continue to test it the way I just did it. But you might just have to be like, have me double check and make saves line up because I'm not sure the modifier box works properly enough. Okay, you are. It doesn't like the fact that you're getting. What is Sir Goblin gonna? I know the answer. It bugs me that regular goblins have ride checks. I guess it's because a lot of them have goblin dogs with.
Yeah.
Okay. He is going to get the hell out of Dodge, so if you want to attack on this, running south.
The one next to me?
Yes. Gonna
Okay.
move down here.
Yeah, I'll take I'll take my take opportunity.
Disengaging. Not actually not the mechanical
Where are you
disengage.
going?
Probably going into the ground.
Get over
Oh,
here.
rip.
Okay.
Oh well.
Moves up over here, opens the door. And you just,
Legolas!
in Goblin, you hear him yell out, "Intruders! Intruders in the fort!"
I was really expecting him to go. 3 days. I'll be back in 3 days. Every goblin will get the same offer.
Let's show them the head of their chief first to make sure to give them some incentive.
Start bringing around his enslaved gecko. We'll dress it
Not
up in something fancy.
enslaved, tamed.
Yeah, tamed. Tamed gecko. I like it.
Put a little hat on it. Make it wear a bow tie.
And I'm going to take the war mount feat, mounted warfare feat, just so that I can ride it into battle.
Yes. Mounts away. You do you,
Go ahead and kill
mister.
yourself.
I mean, what's more dangerous than a spellcaster that can run around at high speeds because he has a mount?
The beautiful thing is, you don't need a mount. You're a spellcaster. You can just move around at high speeds eventually, anyways.
Eventually, but not right now.
Expeditious retreats.
Cast fly, have 60-foot fly speed. Perfect maneuverability.
But why waste a spell when you can tame a flying mount?
Cast overland flight. You can cast it on everybody and it lasts all day. Everyone now has a 60-foot fly speed with perfect maneuverability.
Okay. Rip Nugget is going to attack Corgan.
Okay. Is he doing this while moving? Well, I have combat reflexes. It is my business if he's going to be moving through threatened squares.
He's not. So if he does have the feat that I think you think he has, it has to be part of a charge attack. He doesn't have a valid charge right now.
Are we talking about spirited charge?
No, I'm just wondering if he's moving through threatened squares, because I'm going to cause him to stand still if he does.
No, he's gonna
Oh, do
attack
have
you.
Sentinel?
He's got standstill.
No.
He has a
If I
lot.
remember correctly.
He has multiple
Stand
things that
still
help
and
right
step
now.
up.
He's a fighter. He's got so many feats.
That's all of the feats. Yeah, so
A
he's
monopoly on feats.
gonna try and
That's what
short
fighters
sword
do.
you.
Feats to take.
They don't need fancy magic. They got
Right.
exceptional prowess.
Whenever I think about making a fighter, I run out of feats to take around level 12. I'm like, I don't even know what to do anymore.
I have feats up to like level 15, I think, because some of the spellcaster canceling ones require you to be pretty high level.
Right.
Lord Chief Rip Nugget actually does anything. Finally gets Thickfoot back on the ground after dodging Corgan's attack, and now is gonna try and counterattack.
Ooh.
He hits. Holy shit, that's the number.
It's probably the first hit you've had since you started.
I guess actually.
Actually
I imagine
did
he's
that
just-
wrong. So I just learned something. The -4 didn't apply. It stayed in the box until now.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna re-roll.
Because you can't roll a save
Yeah.
with a -4 or whatever.
Hits. So he lashes out with you. Not with you. Sorry. He lashes out with you onto the dance floor. No, he lunges at you with a short sword, stabbing in between like your shoulder plate and your breastplate, and pulls back as he tries to climb on the wall with the gecko, and this would be when you get to attack.
So he is moving?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do standstill.
Okay.
I actually don't even know how the interaction of this. Like, do you stand still the gecko? Do you stand still Rip Nugget? Does it matter?
Well, they're
I think
treated
they count
as the
one
same.
entity for.
Yeah. They're treated as the same entity when it comes to mounted combat. So technically stand stilling Stickfoot, but it doesn't actually matter.
So this is a +6 CMB. Why is there no CMB box? Oh, there it is. It's down at the bottom. That's weird.
I guess technically he needs to target Stickfoot for this.
Yeah. What? I need to target Stickfoot. Okay.
Well, because that's the one moving, right? That seems to make the most logical sense to me. I haven't looked at a specific ruling for this, but I know that because War Chief Rip Nugget is riding Stickfoot, they're treated as the same entity for action economy. So I'm assuming you need to target him since he's the one doing the actual movement.
Damn it. So he gets to move.
Immediate action misfortune. Roll again.
Okay.
Oracles, man.
Nat
I thought this
20.
was a once per day thing.
He hasn't used it on me.
No?
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
used it on him.
He's used it on me. He's used it on now Jorgen, and he's used it on Rip Nugget.
Yeah, I've used it on Rip Nugget, and Aradel. Now I've used it on him.
I don't even
I
know why
haven't
I'm
used it on
questioning it.
Jorgen
I've
yet.
been like letting people keep track of
Didn't you
this
just
stuff
use it on me?
themselves.
The problem is it's been like 3 sessions and we're still on the same day, so it's like hard to.
Yeah.
Okay, then otherwise.
So yeah, he can't go anywhere.
No, I know. Double check stick. Awesome. Good.
I will. Because so Rip Nugget is technically in Stickfoot Square, right?
Yes.
Then I will move up. And I will do. I will once again attempt to Shadow Trap Rip Nugget. Hey! Rip Nugget is now entangled.
Nice.
And that is the end of my turn.
Where's my? Am I still targeting COVID? I'm not. Why not? Oh. Knees still bent. I will attempt to slay COVID in less than 6 seconds. Take that.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh,
I feel this guy's got plot armor now.
COVID dodges out of way of Aerodil's pathetic longsword attack. Tries to counter with its horse chopper. So, if a trend is going to be followed, it will also be a pathetic attack. You guys are just shuffling. He's gonna move in fight.
every day we're shuffling.
Guys, quick, we have to social distance from COVID.
COVID's
Well, if I can't
slowly
see the
getting
lizard,
closer
I'm
and
gonna hit
closer
you,
to
but we're
everyone.
gonna- So, take my swing at the root nugget. You said, does Entangled give me any changes to my rolls before I roll?
Give him negatives.
So I don't have to apply anything.
He's
Uh,
technically entangled, which I need to put on him. So
Oh wait, I'm holding the roll.
I think I put it on
He
him.
has it. Yeah, it looks
okay,
like he has it.
then you're good. You should just be able to
Okay.
roll on him, and it'll treat it properly.
Oof. Swing wide, but I guess I don't really. But the character just swings wide in between Rip Nugget and the lizard, misjudging the distance because of it. And that'll be it for his turn.
Okay then. Gonna go ahead. And this time, get this goblin over here. Sir Goblin's still up and kicking. So we're gonna move action to study target Sir Goblin. And then you make sure that I have all this right first. Okay. So then I'm gonna make a attack roll.
Hey, one thing you should do, Matt, is put a dirt. Oh no, you already have it. Never mind. Shut up, Jacob.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
I was worried. I was
No.
worried. I was worried for a second. Like, did I do something?
Oh damn!
And then that would be my turn.
That's some good damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Nobody got that?
Come on. What?
I don't know. No.
Common cold.
Oh, come on. Like what? Who is Kamhan? Is he dead? Why'd you make the dead one Kamhan?
I was making a
His full
political
name is
joke
Common Cold.
about how COVID's still alive, and suddenly the common cold is dead.
Whatever. Who's died from the common cold in the last 100 years?
Okay, so seeing this guy just keep constantly trying to keep me from casting my spells, would I be able to cast spells freely if I went 5 feet this way on to the other side of the pillar from where he is?
Yeah, he
Or would it
can't
still
attack you
have,
from there, so you're fine.
Yeah, you have
Okay,
double
cool.
concealment.
So in that case, so does that mean I can move freely without inciting attack of opportunity then, right? from where I am.
So you just used, yeah. You can't 5 foot and do another move action.
Okay.
You can
Never
do
mind.
another move action. You just can't move.
Oh yeah, sorry. You can do, yeah. Thank you, Phil.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so do I have line of sight on War Chanter? I can't tell if that pillar is going to give him partial cover or not. I want to say yes, but
Yeah. I'm almost positive. I can double check, but I go from your most optimal, yeah, it goes through the pillar.
okay.
Your best
I'm
square from here runs into, or your best corner runs into the pillar. One of his corners.
yeah, I see it. Okay, I'm just going to take it first. First. Let's see if this wand works.
Are we producing flames?
Oh, yes, produce. Well,
I am
produce
sorry,
flame.
sir.
Now, if I fail a UMD, does it automatically use up a spell?
No, you don't use a charge, but you lose your action.
Okay. Yeah. Apparently, it didn't like me pounding on it earlier, and it just sputters for a minute before going silent. I'm just looking at, and I just stand there looking at it like, really now, and that'll be my turn.
On to the War Chanter, who both sucks and is possibly the most dangerous at the same.
Yeah. really is kind of like.
Okay. Most heavily armored boy has already been attempted on. Now we move over other heavily armored maybe boy.
Heavily armored maybe boy.
Who also succeeds. The War Chanter once again laughing in your direction, this time at Aradel. His / her mental.
Is that with the +4? Did I actually get a 29?
You speak Goblin, don't you? Oh yeah, it's type
not language
dependent. God
dependent.
damn it. Well, that's okay because I can't do the modifier, so it would have just been 29. Rerolling doesn't actually.
Yeah, exactly. Just like he starts laughing at me, and it's like paladins don't have humor. Never laughed in my life.
Just stone faced.
Our goblin is gonna pull the bow out. Fire at Corgan.
Sir Goblin is
Our
dead.
goblin's dead.
Dying.
Oh, I forgot. He got fucking crashed.
He got orc bowed.
He gets smited.
That is not the right term, mister. Orc Chief Rip Nugget is going to have a hard time doing things for a while. I think, as opposed to trying to get out, he's going to keep trying to attack Corgan. This should automatically have it all in there. You see War Chief Rip Nugget like fighting his shadow. He's trying to pull, having to use 2 hands, pull the short sword as he's holding onto the reins. Not working. You don't even. There's nothing you need to do at this point, Corgan. You just need to not throw yourself on the short sword, and you.
All right.
All right. I am going to do. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back. And then I am going to cast Bless.
Whoa,
Ah,
powerful.
the radiant warmth of complete and utter darkness.
Yep, as your shadows start to glow with an almost eerie fire as my silent blessing permeates the battlefield.
Power of Gosra
Whether you-
compels you.
Aye. Just making sure it's is it is it not gone on to you guys? I don't
I
think
think you hit the
has.
cast and not the effect.
Yeah,
There you go.
there it is.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
But-
Completely fill the chat with bless buff. Love it.
I didn't think it would be, but that's my
Love it.
turn.
Do you have it set so that you don't have a damage portion to that, eh?
There is it doesn't increase your damage.
Bless? Is
Yeah,
that the that's like mythic plus, isn't it?
Probably
Yeah.
I
Mythic
wouldn't
Plus.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Mythic Bless applies to save throws, weapon damage, and attack rolls.
Yeah. Normal bless is just attack rolls and saving throws against fear effects.
That's fine. I love your +1 to attack rolls. I attack this goblin. Am I still targeting him actually?
Yeah, it looks like you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I attack COVID. And I do it the only way I know how. With synthesized proteins targeting the immune system.
By synthesized proteins targeting the immune system, he means a longsword targeting the internal organs.
I swing downwards on him, and I cleave his DNA strands via over-energized iodine. Okay, I'm just gonna cut his head in half.
In a chat full of nerds, you are the nerdiest person here.
I'm proud of myself too.
Okay, COVID no longer feeling so bold is gonna 5-foot step away. I would totally just have him run off at this point, but he has no clue that Dalen can't just like smack the shit out of him if he runs. He's gonna 5-foot step away and attack Dalen. As per usual, COVID is 100% non-lethal. I cannot do any damage to anyone.
Oh no! Stop!
Alright, I will attempt to swing at War Chief Rip Nugget again.
It's like 3 million dead Americans.
Well, in Galorian, COVID it can't do shit.
Awful.
Once again, I'm failing at judging the distance between myself, a lizard, and a dude riding a lizard, and my swing goes wide.
You gotta bend your knees.
I think I have to stop betting them, actually.
Yeah, he's higher up
Oh,
now.
true. You're already quite low to the ground.
And
I
that'll be
hadn't
it for my
considered.
turn.
It's the shadow. It's hurting everyone.
Okay. Gonna 5, 10, 15, gonna scooch here.
Jesus.
And then gonna shoot at that goblin chief. Just to make sure. All right, that crispy range. Okay, and then okay, well, there's that.
A 20 misses?
Oof.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's hard to hit.
I see that.
The druid had like 20 AC or something. He's probably got like 24, something silly. He's entangled though, so it's probably 22.
Okay, so completely sick and tired of this goblin constantly getting in my face, stopping me from casting magic. I'm going to 5-foot step over here if I can. There we go. And I'm going to give him a very I'm going to give him a murderous glare as I'm going to pull my dagger and swing down on his forehead.
Oh no.
Things have gone wrong.
Oh no.
Oh no, the wizard's in melee.
He's in melee and he's staying there.
Uh-oh.
You don't get point blank shot on a melee attack.
Oh, I don't. Shoot, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking. I had to
If you
click.
5-foot
I mean, you
step
could
in
throw
a
your
different
dagger at him.
direction, you can get point blank shot with a dagger if you throw it.
Yeah.
They
I'm
have
not
a range of
throwing
10
it in.
feet.
Nah. I'm just going to try to stab him. Stab her. Let's see.
Was it the
Gonna give him the shank.
was it the fight with the closet where you pulled your dagger out as well?
No, I think it was, but it was with one of those spawn. It was with one of the sin spawn. But here goes nothing.
Only at like the worst of times has Dalen pulled out a dagger.
Oh shoot! My bad. I
Fired.
my head. I'm sorry. Where's my head?
Just rolled damage.
I don't know how. I don't know.
He just hit forehead.
My
Easy.
cursor was sitting on the damage die, and I thought it was sitting on the attack die. I'm sorry.
Look, I'm a wizard, okay? I don't make attack rolls.
I automatic hit. Damn it. Sorry. If you go ahead and mop that damage up for me. Yeah, I had it hovered on the damage die, thinking I had it on the attack die.
You just need to
Believe
hit
that,
and
I
he'll
just-
die. Or he'll
Yep.
start dying.
I just imagine Jacob like going
I
across with
hit a
an
ladder.
actual mop.
You can clearly tell the spellcaster is not very good at melee.
Give him his reroll.
You know, I'm not gonna give him that reroll. Believe it or not.
Man.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is definitely fair.
Okay. I'll remember this. Dalen will remember this.
I'll
You're gonna
remember
fail a
this.
saving throw. You're gonna fail a save, and you're gonna be so happy.
I was going to do something cool, but you won't let me, so okay.
You won't let yourself.
Next room, someone casts fireball on you. You fail your reflex save.
Just
Oh, you-
die.
Shame I misfortuned that attack roll.
Your +2 dagger.
Interesting. Okay, let's see. Caster. Really everyone. Saves then. I think.
See who?
Let me just double check. I
see.
think.
Are you talking about the caster? Because I don't think I can see the caster.
You cannot see the caster.
There's a giant pillar in the way that I'm standing on.
That's
Or to
true.
the side of.
Totally wasn't just. Double checking. I'm pretty sure this. Yeah. Doesn't work. organ, and it doesn't work for Radamanthus.
He's not blind.
Hmm?
He's not blind.
Who?
Radamanthus.
Nobody can't hear.
Oh,
He's also-
There has to be a fucking save for this. I assume there's a save for this. Making me question why it's on here and not set up. Why you plan your churn. But I will know the answer. Okay, yeah, there is. Can I just get will saves from everyone since it's not built in?
Sure thing.
Do you need one for me? Or
Well, from Aradel, Dalen, Alvitar.
Is this an illusion, a poison, a fear effect?
yeah.
Not any of those?
Okie dokie.
Doesn't actually give
Dalen,
a
do you
type
wanna
to it. It's an enchantment compulsion. Mind affecting.
Dalen, do you wanna re-roll that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna immediate action misfortune. Dalen.
It happened immediately?
It happened immediately.
Yeah.
We get a will save, Nick.
Why did my will save have the bless on it and yours didn't? Oh, you don't have the bless fear save?
My bless expired on the first roll.
Oh. Oh?
But was it a fear effect? Because I don't
It's
think
not.
so. No,
It's
so
not.
the first bless, the first will, and been.
I don't think the fear save should be expiring anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Hey, your roll was correct anyway. But
So just roll it with a +1, and it looks well. The fear is coded for. Okay, it's the coding on the fear is what happens.
It's set to one roll instead of duration or whatever.
Yeah. So you need to change your bless real quick, Matt.
okay, what do I...
So hit the microscope on it, and you'll
Oh.
see that the fear portion of it is set to one roll, but it needs to be set to all rolls. And it also needs the 3-minute duration on it.
Jacob, for an instance like this, like, should I be rolling with a -1 because a bless
Okay.
will always pop, or should
So
I just roll and we can minus? Like, I don't under.
Hold on,
know
why
what to-
would you be getting a penalty?
So the bless is going to give everyone a +1 to their will save, no matter what the effect is, and it's not a fear-based effect. So I'm
Oh
getting
yeah, it's not
+1.
checking. It's not checking.
It because the spell isn't being targeted onto me. It's not. It doesn't care because you're making us all roll individually.
should I
Yeah,
just
so
take off the fear? Should I just take off the fear and you tell me to put it back on when someone is being targeted with a fear effect?
that might be why it's set to.
That makes
Yeah,
sense. It'd be a lot easier in the long run, I think, to have it that way.
Yeah. Don't put the
So
fear
it should
effect.
check if it's a fear of. It should check if it's a fear effect if we're targeted with a spell.
Yeah, but that's
But
not the
because
case
instead of-
for. That's why it's.
Can you not just target all of us and then roll it?
Don't have it built in.
Oh,
They don't have the bardic performance up. They just have links to what they do.
Hmm.
That's stupid.
That's why I had to do here when they were fire courage. I had
right.
modifiers by myself. Yeah, lazy. Pathfinder doesn't get as much love.
Fix your crap, Paizo.
Paizo, it's the
Well, it's Fantasy Grounds. It's not Paizo. Paizo, Paizo, Paizo. Okay. Nick, are you gonna give me a roll? Are you gonna give me a save?
Hold on, we still need.
Okay. Do you want to give him his reroll, Mantis?
Can't. Already used that. I used it for
on
Dalen.
Nick. Oh, you only get one immediate. I understand.
Yeah.
There we
So-
go. Cool. Okay.
And I've only just met him in character, so if it was
Probably
like
just met
eeny
Dalen
meeny.
too.
Right? You've known
I
these
don't know
guys for like
anybody
10
here.
minutes. 15 minutes, maybe.
I came out here to take on a tribe of goblins with a bunch of my friends, and now they're all gone, and it's a bunch of random people I don't know, and I'm still just like, all right, well, tribe of goblins.
What do you want me to do, Phil?
Dalen's just rolling with it.
What do you want me to do? Okay, Albatar's fascinated.
Fascinated.
Also, just as a note, you're on top of a corpse right. Nugget is just going to continue trying to fight this shadow to attack Corgan. Someone has used sorcery on him.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Did he attempt to break out of the shadow trap? Because it's a full round action to do that.
No,
No,
he's
just
just
He's just
attacking.
swinging at me.
Yeah.
I thought you.
when he
I
says
thought-
break out, he means more theaterly, like he's trying to keep
Okay.
fighting through it. Huh!
He manages for a moment to swing hard enough that the trap hasn't hindered him enough where he can get past Corgan's defenses. Tiny blow.
Well, I am going to. Is that anywhere I? Someone, I think Nick dropped.
Yep.
If I.
Yeah. For some reason, he sent me a PM instead of telling everyone. I'm sure I've told most of you this before, but in the future, I'd appreciate it if you keep everyone in the loop as opposed to just one or none of us.
So
All
is
right.
he coming back or is he gone for the rest of the session?
He whispered me, said something came up in the personal, so I will have to drop from the session. Sorry for the short.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I will. He has partial cover through the pillar, right?
Let me do the arrow for you.
Yeah.
Were you going for?
Design. The War Channel.
Yes.
All right. He. Hmm. Okay. So if I If I moved up here, would this goblin have cover?
Draw a new line.
COVID.
Well, yeah, probably.
Oh, you're technically good.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I will shoot my crossbow. I think at COVID. I just load and then what about? Oh, why did it roll 2? I have no
Oh,
idea why it
you had
rolled.
yourself targeted by accident.
Oh, all right. Oh shit. Yeah.
You're gonna need to target the goblin. You have the option for multi-targets to select after. So anytime you miss with that, you'll have to target. I recommend turning it off because you're a spellcaster, and that means you'll have a lot of stuff that still has partial effects for failure. But if you want to maintain it this way, that just means you'll have to retarget more often.
Okay. Well, my targeting should be good now, I hope.
Yes.
Oh, but it was a
Dang.
lovely whiff anyway. And, that is my turn.
I will 5 foot over. Do I 5 foot over?
You get flanking if you 5 foot, but this would also be a good time to go get that war chanter.
Yeah, the war chanter is a problem. Also, my friend's dying. My new friend. He's a dwarf. Is he really a person?
What the fuck?
Okay. Jesus.
No, are you a
Wow.
fucking
I
paladin?
mean, you're not even allowed on the drop zone, okay? Like, that is a Canadian ride, and nobody knows what I'm talking
No.
about. Anyways, you're
Filthy
not even allowed
Canadian.
on Whitewater Rapids. Is that what you have? What do you guys have?
Yeah, we have Whitewater Rapids.
You're too short for Whitewater Rapids.
I wouldn't know because I'm poor. Not only are you using your nationality against me, you're using your wealth.
Honestly,
Wow.
does this guy have a weapon now?
Wow.
I believe that War Chanter has a whip, but no, a dog slicer.
He does have a dog slicer.
Yeah.
I just don't remember. It. The pinnacle of goblin beauty is a obese barghast. Okay, sure, hit this one. Am I targeting anything? No, cool. This. Okay, so I'll just move over to the war chanter and attempt to end its tyrannical rule over the spell casting taking place.
Oh,
Once
and
failed
just as a
everything, then it's
note,
done.
as far as I'm concerned, Alvatar is not in combat anymore.
Alright.
Huh.
Fascinated this round anyways, so mechanically it doesn't actually matter when it comes to provoking and whatnot.
Okay. I cut down the war chanter, and Alvatir is no longer fascinating. I've left you all with the 1 HP COVID.
COVID's still alive.
We can't defeat it.
I just fucking die.
It's everywhere. It's in the middle of us.
Did he just move more than 5 feet?
No,
Oh.
just 5-foot diagonal.
Okay.
You really need to provoke with your dagger there, eh?
He's making the same assumptions he was earlier. He just now has proof. You're gonna see COVID move over here, and then Dalen, give me reflex save as COVID
Okay.
morphs into. You see, like his wing or his arms
Felt him scared.
splay out, and like just the entirety of the structure of this goblin rearrange itself into that of a really large bat.
The hell?
Stop.
Okay.
Stop what you're
Reflex.
doing.
God.
Save.
You could say COVID mutated.
It's
Arada, what have you done to me?
Did he gain all his HP back? Why is he large?
He turned into a dire bat, like I said.
Reflex save, right?
Yeah, reflex save as he like expands outward, potentially like pushing you back. Okay, you're good. You're able to dodge out of the way as this goblin kite chaotically morphs into an extremely large bat.
Turning around and seeing this, Corgan takes a 5-foot step down and smacks at the bat to try and save his ally from it.
That's fair. Death to the bat.
Not quite death, but one of its wings is not looking so hot as I smash it and break some bones.
As you hit it, Corgan, you very faintly hear like a scream come out of it.
Okay.
Not quite on the spectrum you would expect it to be.
Well, Goblin just morphed into a bat. I don't know what to expect anymore. And WF. Also, I'll be right back.
Okay, so seeing this, Dalen has a bit of a mild panic attack as he 5-foot shuffles over here against a pillar right here, and is completely unsure which target to go for. So what he does is, seeing the bat already on his last legs from the earth shattering attack of Corrigan, he is going to drop his dagger because it's no use to him right now, and I can still use a move action, right? Even after the 5-foot shuffle.
As long as
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not movement.
You're right. I'm gonna pull out a light crossbow and use my move action to load it. And I'm going to try this, and you can tell me if it works. I'm going to take a shot over here at the war chief.
You're not going to be able to because you use the 5 foot for your movement, right? Which isn't a move action. Normally, to pull your weapon out would be a move. You have to reload it, so you'd need to pull it out and reload.
Oh,
But you
right. Okay, then
you can-
never mind. I'm not gonna.
You can pull
What?
it out during movement, though.
Could
Is
I?
that included in a 5
Pull it
foot
out
step?
during the 5 foot. I mean, I suppose it's sort of up to interpretation.
You know, since
Yeah.
I don't actually know the proper answer on that, I'll give it to you.
Okay, so I can go ahead and fire my crossbow same turn. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna aim at the war chief and try to deal some damage to him. Can go ahead and pop my point blank and
The free combined with.
let's fire crossbow. Go ahead. Yeah. And it hits. All right.
Did you
Go ahead.
give him cover?
Is he in undercover?
Yeah, because he's actually where
Oh.
Duckfoot is.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at where he is right now. Okay. No, I didn't. My bad. Let me go ahead and just yeah, let me go ahead and repop my point blank. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that.
Okay. Give yourself a
Alright.
-2 on the 2 hit.
Partial cover.
Or that works.
And then try it again. But this time, yep. That didn't work out so well.
Bonk.
Yep,
Axe into wooden pillar.
Yep, just smacks into the pillar and kind of veers off and kind of just sort of lightly float down to the feet of his gecko.
Wow,
And
well that's more skilled than I would have given you credit for. You grazed the pillar and it landed.
well, it landed sideways, so it lands sideways at
Okay,
the gecko's feet
okay.
because of the ricochet. I wasn't going to end my turn just yet.
Oh,
I was going to do something else.
what you doing?
And this is the part where you can tell me if it works or not. I want to do a quick turn, point one of my fingers at the dire bat, and use Peerless Speed to cast a cantrip as a quick action, swift action.
Yeah, the thing you can do. The first time we're seeing you do it, even though you've had access to it for so long.
I've just been trying to find a proper time to do it, and this is as good a time as any. I'm just going to fire the crossbow, and then immediately, with one hand holding the crossbow, the other hand just turns around, points at the dire bat, and as I whisper arcane words, a gallop of ice just shoots out of my hand towards the bat, and I'm gonna use Ray of Frost.
Nice.
Pop
You have
another
3
point
free
blank.
actions, a swift action, a standard action, and a move action this turn.
He's using it all except for the immediate.
Yeah.
Action
I
economy
have nothing to use.
maximized.
If it's on your turn, an immediate is a swift. So
Yeah,
he is actually using it all.
He is using it all. Immediate
Now.
action is just your next turn's swift action.
All right. Then gonna add a +1 for my liquid ice. And since it did
Don't you have to have that in your hand?
Do I have to have liquid
Yeah.
ice in my hand?
Yeah, you need to focus on it. It needs to be part of the spell casting.
Okay, never mind then. No liquid ice. Point blank. Damage die.
Did you not have point blank when you did that?
Well, it expires every action. So
Okay.
I have to recast it every time. We never fixed that.
I mean, the only way you can actually
there
fix that is to change and have it be always on, or one of each effect, but then you'd break the effects up.
Yeah. Well, I could have it set to 1 round, and if I miss, just kind of just delete it off my effects tab.
Whatever you prefer.
I'll leave it like it is for now, for sake of it. Well, I froze a little bit. I froze parts of the wings of the bat that Corgan manages to break and leaves it partially frozen, and that'll be my turn.
Continue bleeding out on the ground. The War Chanter does.
Oh,
Rip Nugget is now going to try and get out, so he needs to do a reflex save again, yes?
Isn't it when you tank?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I
can you
believe
throw that on him again?
Ah,
I was going
Will
to say if it works
save?
anything like the entangled spell the druid used, it'd be an escape artist check.
Each round on its turn, the target
So-
could attempt a new saving throw and the effect
Okay.
as a...
Okay.
it's a will save.
Yeah, so just have him do it again. Since you already have it built in.
It's an
Also-
illusion. There's actually nothing.
So it's on there twice
Yeah.
now? Oh, is it because of the failure?
Uh,
I can get rid
Yeah,
of it.
because it recast it.
yeah, I can just. Yeah, I could just remove it. So it's good.
Cool. That
There's
is...
Technically,
What?
nothing is holding him. Technically, nothing is holding him. He just thinks it is. It's
War Chief
I
Rip
just
Nugget
realized
is
you
now
changed-
free.
I just realized you changed his name to Stuckfoot.
Yes. He is now free, and I'm considering whether to try and make him unfree again.
angle of the So rude.
How lucky do I feel with this? And it would be my last spell.
We're probably gonna have to rest up after this.
Yeah, we're probably gonna. Yeah, we are probably gonna have to rest up after this. Anyway, so,
Also, Corgan is like hurt.
oh yeah, that's a good point. Corgan is very hurt. However, to heal Corgan, I'd have to get quite close to Rip Nugget. And I don't know how lucky I'm feeling on that portion.
Not to mention you'd have to get in melee with the bat now.
That's not entirely
I could-
true.
I could go 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I don't have. I can avoid the bat, but I'd have to get like 5 feet away from Rip Nugget to heal him and avoid the bat.
Assuming it has standard reach, you would provoke in like every square adjacent to you. With the
I would go
exception...
up. I would go up 1, then diagonal 1, and then around
Yeah, so
Basically crossing
to
me.
avoid him.
assuming it has the standard reach, it could still hit you in the square above you.
Not all large creatures have reach.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't know, unfortunately.
This is your guys'
Generally
first
only
time
tall, large.
fighting a dire bat, so I guess here, it is a dire bat. Anyone who wants to give me a knowledge nature might be able to get some information about it. Yes, because it is an animal. I thought it might be a monstrous or a magical animal, but it is just an animal. I don't even know, like, I used to know skill checks, but our party is shuffled so often that, like, hard for me to remember what we have anymore.
We
I'm
have,
gonna
like,
assume
knowledge
no
skills left.
no knowledge nature. Okay. Moving on.
So what I'm gonna do is yeah, I don't really want to get because like being blunt, I don't really want to get close to Rip Nugget.
That's fair. Rip Nugget can be scary. He's a war chief, isn't he?
So I'm gonna take my move action to move up and
Well,
here. Wait, what? Or no, I want to be. I'd want to be behind Aerodel,
sure.
and then I'm going to use my standard action to cast Shadow Trap again on Rip Nugget.
Nice.
And let's see.
It's funny.
And he
Ah,
fails
He failed. So he's entangled.
again.
And that is my turn. As the well, it is it is an allusion to Rip Nugget. As I imagine my Shadow Trap probably looks like a bunch of like oversized needles sticking like straight down into his shadow.
Jacob, question.
Phil, answer.
This square here, is this? Do I have cover, like complete cover from the dire bat here? Like, can he hit this square?
Assuming he doesn't have regular large size reach.
I mean, Radamanthus just ran along the wall, but he might not have taken the attack. I don't know. So if he can't hit that square if he doesn't have reach. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the pillar's like directly opposite of you guys. I think that makes sense. The pillars aren't lined up in a way that makes me happy for this map, but it makes sense.
Yeah, they're like not. They're like all kind of in squares and not in squares, and
I'm kind of just making the assumption if you're on like opposites of each other.
and then he has to spend at least one round. Okay, so I'm gonna go 5, 10. Hopefully I have cover here. 15.
Okay.
I believe I have flanking from here.
I don't think so.
It's
And
a
you would
little
need to be
janky once you start getting into sizes, but I actually have a link
Because of the
for this like
'cause he's
specifically.
because I draw a line through him.
I'm pretty
not?
sure you do, but I will double. I have a link in Discord for this. I definitely should.
Alternatively, I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, but I'd rather be up here if it's possible.
Now let me double check. I know there's like an image under regular. Okay.
Opposite border, opposite corner.
Blocking, flanking. No, you don't. I'm looking at the flanking option. You have to draw a line that passes through opposite sides of. No, he would need to be one square over for that to block. So it's easier with
Yeah.
bigger creatures, but yeah, you would need to be one down.
It's unfortunate. I'm gonna just go here though, I think.
Okay. Yeah, and I can move if it comes up, I can move Alvitar because, as far as I'm concerned, not part of combat. Fact. Boom.
You got the war chancer targeted.
Yeah, I was trying to untarget him. Target him. There's so many arrows on the board.
I can help a little bit.
And this thing is large, so I unbend my knee.
So do you need to like get on your tippy toes for large creatures?
I get on the balls of my feet.
What are you gonna do when it's a huge creature? Jump?
Gonna be scared.
Gotta be on tiptoes.
Wow. I am rolling just absolutely terrible. COVID.
You see, COVID, with just like this layer of membrane and blood that started to fall off of him. Kind of look around at the two people closest to him and walks over using its wings as like hands to move forward on. Moves over to the side. Then attacks Cork. Seems very panicked.
Immediate action misfortune.
Oh, okay. My bad. I will adjust that.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing too.
There we go. You're back. David is, or Corgan's back to full health.
Well, what I had at least.
Or yes, back to your proper health. I'm sorry. Not full health.
Yeah.
Okay. COVID ends its turn.
I'm gonna swing at it.
Tries lashing out at you around the
Did that go
pillar.
in? Nope, it didn't go in. God damn it. It's an 18.
Yeah, I missed the chat box sometimes.
Oh?
And dead.
Nice.
Oh? Alright.
Hey.
Does he even need to roll?
I want to see the numbers.
He wants to roll.
Oh, God.
I basically, with a hammer, shear through its other wing that I didn't shatter before.
I'm rolling on a d6 for all of my attack rolls for some reason, and you're just rolling on a 20.
This
There's
fucking
no
guy.
other numbers.
The wing comes
like your
clean
forfeit.
off. You see a large bone exposed, and a bunch of blood flies out in Aridel's direction.
I take cover behind the pole. Make an attack roll.
We're gonna see Aridel come out from around this this pillar with just like third of his body with like blood on it. Okay, and yes, COVID isn't dying. COVID is dead. 60 damage taken. Wow.
I fucking think so. After 35 damage, that's way above average.
Like, that would drop me from full HP to dying.
Yep.
That would one shot every one of us.
And
We
I take
want-
my move
Times
action
3.
to pull out a potion of Cure Moderate.
You're moderate.
Please.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't drink it yet, but
Let's get
I
them
was able to
cure
pull it out.
mods, eh?
Are you done, David?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to press the button.
Oh, good. I just want to make sure before I clicked it.
My other GM is really antsy about pressing the button himself, so I'm used to just waiting for them to do it.
Seeing the war chief being the only thing left, Dalen's going to move around this pillar here, right here. Oh, not right there. Right there. Thank you. And he's going to Once again, reload. Oh wait, no. Was that 10 feet? I couldn't. No, it wasn't 10 feet, was it?
But yeah,
5 foot to me.
you can't go through
Yeah, it was
the
5 feet.
pillar.
So it would have been 10 feet.
10 feet it is.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. Instead, yeah, I'm just going to 5-foot shuffle up one. There we go. And then reload, move action, reload crossbow, and then take another shot at the Rip Nugget with the crossbow. Go. Yep.
Oh, you never put entangled on him, Matt.
Oh. Whoops.
Well, it's 2 shots I missed.
No, I'm gonna give you the reroll because he didn't have entangle on him, so
Oh, okay.
be a little
Easier to hit
different.
now, okay.
Oh. Okay. All right. So everything was confused.
All right. Well then, go ahead. Just repop my point blank. Sure, I got it. There I am. Yep. Okay. Now let's see if this works. Nope.
Well, still no.
Didn't do nothing. So, yep, 2 bolts missed. That's unfortunate. And he's just cursing at himself in frustration. And that'll be my turn.
Guy still hasn't stabilized. He actually failed that as hard as he.
Brave Sir Goblin bled away, away.
Oof.
Sir Goblin, everyone's stabilized except for the War Chanter.
We'll fix that.
Rip Nugget's gonna charge Dalen, and you better pray to whatever god you believe in, Dalen,
entangled.
because
He's entangled. He can't charge. He's entangled.
Yeah.
oh yeah, Radamanthus reapplied it.
That's why I moved
Yeah.
down so carefree. I was like, they're fine. He's entangled. I get at least one
Yeah.
round.
But you should have. I mean, you should have a few rounds. He has a really bad. I mean, technically he could succeed, but he has a really bad. Still save.
Yeah.
Do you
Is that
have
the best call for him? Probably best for him to just get out of that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Other options are not great.
Do you want me
Technically
to
use an item. Is it worth it? Probably not. Okay, no. Yeah, he will try. If you could give him that save again, Matt. That's what he'll.
Will do. He fails.
Nice.
That was close.
Just barely.
But like I said, he
Yeah.
has bad will saves, so you probably have a few more rounds.
Yeah. I will 5, 10. I can stand on be here. I will swift action unsheath my wand of cure light wounds. And I will just sort of, as you see me running up, I just sort of quickly whip out the wand with a nice smooth motion from my left hand, and I will cure light wounds. You Corrigan. That's 7.
So thanks.
Nice.
That is 1 charge.
And then remembers that you can't hear him.
It's a thankless job.
we have a time.
It's my turn.
So you go 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's math.
Math.
Cool math
Then
games.
I will attempt to swing at War Chief. And I'll say to him, it didn't have to be this way.
Hey.
Ding. As I use my goblin hero sword against this goblin hero. Cut through his chest, give him a nice scar for later at the very least.
The rest of the goblins would have been surprised at the fact that you had that if they weren't just fucking awed by the fact that you guys were in the center of their fortress and that the chief was talking with you. This was like the possibly one of the strangest fucking things they've ever seen. Now they're all dead. Okay, so we're gonna end.
I swear, one of the goblins called for reinforcements.
Yeah, we're going to pause here. As you guys, we're gonna take our 10-minute break. As you guys hear a cacophony of screaming and the clinking of metal. We're gonna do a 10-minute break. We'll just call it 13 after.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab an ice cream because I am fucking boiling.
Chat. I see you were in here earlier, Zeno. I don't know if you're still here. Thank you for tagging along. I'm sorry my frames are trash. I think what I'll probably end up doing is I'll look at setting up like tonight or tomorrow. I'll look at setting up my stream out in the living room and see if that helps. And I'll be way I won't be on the opposite side of the house from the router. I'll try that. I don't know if it'll be an every game thing because that would be kind of pain to move back and forth throughout the week. I don't just want to leave it out there. But it might be. We'll see. It might just end up being that for the next few weeks. My streams are trash, which sucks, but I don't know what else to do. I apologize if that ends up being the case, but I am also going to take a break here. So, like I said, I'll be back at 13 after. Everyone else should also go up and stretch and get some water if you haven't at this point. I've been sitting down too long.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Luckily, it's starting to cool down now. So
That's good. Did you grab some water too?
yeah.
All right.
Can you guys hear a loud noise in the background?
No.
No.
Nice. I'm trying this cheap ass, like, budget AC unit. And it's really ghetto as fuck, and it's abnormally loud.
Uh-oh.
Imagine if telemarketers were honest about their products.
Well, then they'd never sell anything. Oh, well.
I am down to start a teeny bit early if we have everyone here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Let's do it then.
Whose turn is it?
It is currently a
Goblin
goblin you
68,
can't see
right?
his turn. See a goblin run up. It's gonna end its turn. Another one's gonna show up directly behind it. And a one.
And another one. And another one. And another one.
COVID's dead.
Another one.
And another one. And another one.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. Many clicks. There are a bunch of
Commander.
goblins coming in through the main entrance.
I'm going to drink that potion of cure moderate I have in my inventory. Well, in my hand now. It doesn't have a thing on it, so I'm just going to roll a 2d8 plus 5.
+3.
Plus 3? Plus 3, okay.
Yeah, because it's minimum.
So,
So
yeah, for 11.
effectively what I'm doing, in case I stop talking at some point, is I've locked myself in a room that's producing a bunch of heat, and I've turned this ghetto AC unit on. So if I stop talking, I'm probably dead.
Call the police.
Yeah, call 911.
Moshi Moshi. FBI Desu.
Hold on, hold on.
I'm over
Explain
here
this.
after the potion.
Explain this ooh oh woo moshi moshi thing to me.
I'm with the Canadian. I don't understand.
It's weeb shit.
I'm kidding.
Well, Moshi
I know
Moshi
we-
is how they say hello.
Yeah.
So that's how they say hello over the phone in Japanese. Yeah.
It's kind of like how in the past people used to say "hoi hoi" when
What?
they answered the phone. Yeah.
What?
When the phone was like first invented,
It's
They
just
used
like
to say that they would say "hoi hoi" as
old rich aristocrats like answering their phone like, oh, hoi 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 hoi.
Right?
And how are you? Like, just like a giant handlebar mustache, like top hat on.
Trophy in the background. Trophy room in the background.
Phone number was 2.
Just 2. Dalen, you're up.
I'm gonna scream out to everybody. I think we killed their leader. They're all gonna start running, and then I'm just gonna realize that the crossbow just doesn't seem to be doing it. I'm going to.
JC.
And you guys never noticed this, but Sir Goblin was a goblin commando. That's why it was so tough.
Sir Goblin was a dire bat. What do you?
No, COVID was a dire bat. Which is ironic.
It's not ironic.
I was hoping the irony wouldn't be missed out on me.
Well, because like the story goes that like COVID originated from like a bat, right?
What a goblin turning into a bat because his name is COVID is an irony.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Anywho.
Anyhow, I'm going to use my move action to switch out to my wand.
If he had turned into anything but a bat, it'd be more ironic than him turning into a bat.
I didn't even think about that till just now.
If he didn't turn into a bat, like, jeez.
Okay, we're done interrupting you, Will.
I'm sorry, Will.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to use my move action. Go ahead, switch out to my switch back out to my wand. I'm going to hopefully not fail this UMD check. I don't think that fails. DM?
So you're hitting a 20. I'm pretty
You're always
sure.
shooting for 20 with wands.
Okay.
Never
Good to
changes.
know. And I'm going to just flick the fire to life and with pop a point blank. Aim. Wait, did I just unaim? Yes, I did. Okay. Wait.
You're still targeting.
Oh,
COVID,
I'm still
apparently.
cut. Okay, there it goes. There we go. Target Rip Nugget and fire. Ah, that's better.
21 hits.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. And then damage.
Even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And I just kind of scorch his a fire to fire and be like, wait, we gotta kill this guy now, and just flick out a flame and check him right in the shoulder blade.
Took his HP one flame at a time. And another goblin.
And another one.
Another one.
No stabilization. That war chanter is just dead at this point. It's gonna happen.
Just give up already.
I keep doing it, but I don't have faith in it anymore. Nuggets war chanter is gonna die. And he's not gonna try breaking out now that there's someone he can just try and attack.
Funnily enough, I think I can misfortune those stabilized checks.
Oh god.
Sure can.
Yes, you can. Which could actually be useful. You know, if they weren't just goblins for the most part.
I'm not gonna get to use it on the war chanter again anyways. Might as well.
Okay, yeah, War Chief Rip Nugget's gonna try and attack Aerodel. I'm going to use his whole title. Maybe I should use her whole title.
Ouch.
This is what happens when you don't wear helmets.
I am going to.
Oh, hold on. Can't he move 5 feet with your version of Entangle?
Yep.
He can. But
Yeah, and his mount's
So-
unhindered.
yeah, his mount's unhindered, and he can move 5 feet.
Ah.
He can move 5 feet from his original position. So, yeah, basically
curious.
where he is and his current threatened is where he can go.
Yeah.
I will go for a little top up. Just a little top up on Corrigan. As my action, and then I will move. Where do I want to move? I will move. Or like 5, 10, 15, and then can I open this door in the same?
It's its own move
Yeah.
action.
Okay, so yeah, that is my turn.
Interacting with stuff in combat for Pathfinder sucks.
It does. I am going to, as a swift action, lay on hands myself. That is my last. Whoop. Lay on hands. And then I am targeting him again, right? Yep. I slash out at Rip Nugget. I tell your men to stand down, and when you fall, I'll spare them.
The great Chief Rick Nugget does not surrender!
Swing.
God, he's got a lot of health.
Yeah, it didn't even look like he took damage there.
No, he did. It just doesn't tell you, it doesn't give you what state he's
An
in
update.
unless you've changed it.
If it doesn't change. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Alright.
Oh. Time for the goblins to go to town, I guess.
Goblin's right here. There's a bad guy next to him. He's gonna hurt the bad guy. So clearly he's not. Oh, 5 foot. He's gonna get in between the two of you. This gobble boy's gonna move here. He's gonna try and get Corgan.
Does anyone else see this goblin just dancing
Yeah.
back and forth?
Yeah, I was double
I'm
checking.
over
I
here.
wanted to
Well, I'm
look
over
at the I wanted to look at the pillar and see if it made sense for him to be able to hit him.
Yeah, but he's still doing it. Like he's still
Yeah.
He's still moving back and forth.
he's just dancing there. Like he
There's
is
probably a
now
delay
Shimming.
because
physically-
remember I have
doing a
crappy
jig.
internet.
Yeah.
So I assume that's what
Oh,
it is.
there he goes. He's standing still now.
Okay. Whew, I was getting nervous.
Shake.
He has acquired the spell displacement. He's in both squares.
This
Try and hit
one's
me,
not
try and hit me.
immediately next to Corgan and definitely doesn't want to be by him. Gonna come over here and get as far away as he can while still being able to lunges at Radamanthus.
Immediate action, misfortune.
Okay. Good call. I mean, it was a good call either way. I'd already rolled by the time I said it was a good call. And I'm leaving all these corpses here. I guess this is the only proper corpse left, but like, imagine trying to move through a horse's space. Not that easy.
Are we going to use bodies as rough terrain?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, as I've said in the past, it's situational. If I'm leaving them on the map, then yes. And I normally do it if they're people that can be, or like are potentially going to be stabilized, if there's a bunch of bodies, or if they're just important people. Which recently, with your guys' behavior, has led to a lot more people in the dying state than me just assuming they're dead. This goblin is going to try and do the same thing.
Yeah, you were calling us murder hobos, but we never coup de grace anybody on the ground.
I got it.
That's
Whatever
fair.
makes you feel better, Phil.
I always feel the best.
When murdering goblins.
That was a Phil-based pun.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Both these goblins running up, doing quick little slices at Radamanthus and Dalen. Dalen actually took his. Turns out you put a knife in a sorcerer's hand. Yep.
Surprise.
Guy's gonna run over here. Oh, these dumb fucks don't have short bows, so he's actually just gonna go right here. These goblins don't have short bows, the other ones did. Gonna really doesn't want to. Very clear signs of hesitation, but looking over at the rest of the goblins and then back at his chieftain, he moves forward to try and hit Corgan. And that look of hesitation turns into an utter look of despair as like it smacks right into your armor and nothing happens.
Nice.
Well, let's start the murder.
Here I go murdering
Okay,
again.
so-
So I guess-
They're taking swings at me. I'm gonna swing back.
I don't think
Unfortunately,
murder's the
miss.
right word here. It's just kill.
Smash?
Because I think murder is like implying that you're guilty, right? Like it's an unlawful death.
True.
You can't murder a goblin. You can only murder a human.
There, Aradel goes again being racist.
Right?
But look up murder.
Move there, and I shall be done.
Fine, she's just racist against her enemies publicly.
Okay,
The
so
unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another. They're not human beings. They are goblin beings. Can't murder them. we can collect them into groups and call it a camp.
One day when Aridel's not so beautiful in his
Where they
old
don't
age,
leave.
he's gonna look back at his life and regret a few statements he made.
We'll get sponsored by juice, some kind of concentrate, some kind of juice from concentrate.
Lawful good, by the way.
Lawful good.
Supposedly.
Allegedly. No one believes him.
Killing evil things is the most lawfully good thing you can do. Prove me wrong. Debate my gods.
We sure
Convincing
it's
a lawful
vindictive
evil being
bastard?
to not be evil, I think would be gooder.
I'm convincing them to not be evil via murder.
Aridel's the third worst kind of paladin.
I am close to the worst for sure. I'm up there.
All right. The alien's just gonna sidestep 5 feet this way, try to get out of the goblin's reach, and then he is going to try to use his wand once more. No whammies. There was no whammies. Hooray. And he's on that idea of killing a leader, so he's going to take another strike out there. Since I'm guessing, since he's technically on top of his mount, come to think of it, doesn't that mean that he has the height advantage on Aradel since he's on his mount? So would Aradel still be technically considered partial cover?
There's no
if
height
he's-
advantage in melee combat.
There's no what?
It's a range combat only thing, I'm pretty sure. Attacking from height.
I'm pretty sure it's just
I'm
straight
trying
up the thing,
to think.
but I can double check. No, he's still definitely in the way. He's not that high. He's on a few steps and on a mount, but he's not that
A
high.
small creature on top of a medium creature. He's barely. He's probably not taller than me, to be honest.
True. All right, so in that case, I'm going to apply partial cover, point blank, and then cast. Do I have him targeted? Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, still managed to hit him. And now we pop point blank and
Yeah,
damage.
on higher ground, just looking at the basic combat modifiers, +1 for melee, no modifier for ranged.
Oh, it's only melee it gives. Okay, I thought it was the opposite way around.
I thought it was a +1 for both, so we both just learned.
Well, I'm now got him on heavy. He's hurting.
Luckily for you guys, this game, it's literally only benefited you for the ranged attacks.
So, once again, aim for that same spot I hit earlier to check the shoulder blades. Just kind of hit him good with a quick ball of fire.
Great balls of fire.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Sorry.
Army of
That's it.
Goblins turn?
Uh,
Okay.
Well, one
of them.
Yeah.
gets to go.
This is the last boy. I think pretty much all the other goblins in the round, almost all of them are dead. It's gonna do the only thing he can do. Well, I guess hypothetically he could move through here. He'd go 5, 10, 15, 20. But he could also... interesting. He's gonna go get next to the chief. Chief is the most likely to safest person to be by. Goblin 11 is going to attack Aerodel.
I couldn't even see him before he came in the room or before he got here.
Yeah, he literally ran in the door, looks around, like, holy shit, there's a bunch of people here. Assesses the situation. He's like, I'm gonna go stand next to the guy with the biggest sword. I've seen Chief Rip Nugget kill a lot of shit. Okay. Lord Chanter bleeding out while Radamanthus literally stands on top of it. Sir Goblin is not something we need to worry about.
So you know Jorgen, or like out of character,
Do you mean
David?
Corrigan?
Corrigan? I keep calling you Jorgen. So you know Corrigan, I'm going to lose this fight.
Yeah, this is a little challenging.
He's gonna have 23 AC after this round, so I'm only hitting him like 20% of the time or something.
I'm gonna have a hard time hitting it too. I only have a +7 or
Yeah,
+8 with bless.
I'm +7 with plus.
Well, we'll play it out. So, like, my character would try and defend the casters while
No,
while you're dealing with him.
yeah, it makes a ton of sense. I can't help you because if I leave him, then
Yeah.
he's gonna start charging and killing everyone. Which might happen anyways.
It might be worth trying to just kill the mount.
I have a smaller chance to kill the mount than I do to kill him. I
Yeah,
only
the
make one
mount
attack
is
per round.
tricky to hit. Maybe if there were multiple of you focusing on the mount, it might be better to go for the mount than the war chief, but it's not by much.
Yeah, we have to make more than one attack against the mount per round in order to get rid of it.
Like, its AC is lower, but once per round, Rip Nugget can do a ride check to prevent the mount from being hit, and he just has to make the same attack or higher as the person who tried to hit his mount.
Yeah, and he's basically got double my bonus because he's rolling like a +12 ride or something.
Us losing our fifth member kind of fucked our action economy.
It did put us in a pickle.
Kind of, but I've also adjusted the encounter based on the fact that he's not here. So it would...
By adding dire bats.
Yes, by adding dire bats. I figured, ranged characters gone, let's add dire bats. That's the logic I use. Thank you, Phil. I'm glad you've exposed me.
Get
Okay.
exposed, nerd.
Yeah, get exposed.
Yeah.
Lashes out at you with his pristine shorts. Wonder, I didn't look, but they might actually have a cool description for it. Nope, he has a boring sword. That's the end of his turn.
Alright, now what can the caster with no spell slots do?
I've had no spell slots all session, so you tell me.
Shit. Need to check
Do a
what
combat
this-
roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Does opening the door provoke an attack of opportunity?
That is such a good question that I don't know the answer for. I'm gonna give it to you and say no.
It says opening and closing a door does not in the combat.
Yeah, I didn't even know where to look, so I was just scrolling and I couldn't find it.
I'm gonna use my move action
I have this
to
open like all the time.
open the door, and then I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell the word funnel to the rest of the party, and take the. I think. Right, so move action to open the door. Can I 5-foot move and take a standard action?
Yeah. You can 5-foot. You can do a 5-foot step. You just can't do any kind of movement and a 5-foot step.
Okay.
You still have said move action.
Yeah, I'm gonna 5-foot step into the room and take the total defense action.
Okay. Probably a good call.
So that's a +4 dodge bonus to my AC.
You have ranks in acrobatics.
You gave me a link to the combat section. I know it's under combat. I just don't know where.
Oh yeah, I just Control F. Control F door.
Oh wait, actually, oh shit, hang on. I forgot. Can we pass through each other's spaces?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna take the total defense action, and that is my turn. After yelling funnel to everyone.
Let me give you the description of the room you're in real quick. There are several rugs made from dog or horse hide that lie all over the dirt floor of this room. To the north of you, you can see an impressive collection of horseshoes, all nailed onto the wall. To the east, there is a padded chair standing in front of a rickety old looking desk that probably at one point had some value behind it. Definitely looks aged. And then to the northwest, there is a bed with a canopy over it, and it has silk sheets that line it, and an elaborately carved headboard that has some nymphs and satyrs just cavorting through a forest. It's all fucking disgusting, though. There's dirt all over it, and the bed itself looks like it's been bashed and battered with dozens of sharp and blunt objects.
Ew.
There are no goblins in there, though, on the bright side.